Welcome to hell. I'm Satan, and these are my Galagalin Goots. Tonight, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors. Rick Jones and Maria Taylor, who are currently at an AA meeting on East 185th at the Breakfast Diner. Let's load them up. What up, Elvin? Elvin says hello to everybody.
Hey, what up, Alvin? So
Welcome to the stream tonight.
No echo, right?
No, you're good. Sound great. I'll let you know.
All right.
And that's only so you can get your shit together, that's all. What up, Marshall? We'll start off with a little Kraino Origins with the game in the background as well.
Oh, I hate fucking McDonald's.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, if I click that, I can't play this.
I just don't know. Don't know what the hell they're doing out there. Wait on order number 2275. Who? We didn't get no order. Yes, you did.
They're like, huh?
Oh, what's?
We didn't get no reverend.
Oh, it's coming.
What the fuck is that? Why these burgers got bite marks on them?
Don't fucking open the door. I don't know what my burgers look like. They might have bite marks.
What up, Thunder?
Hey, though.
First and Brad, baby. Let's
Hey,
go,
oh.
Ravens.
Hey, they gonna be like, bro, I ordered a large fry.
Reverend, make sure if you're watching on Prime, you get on the same page as us. Just pause your stream.
That motherfucker ain't watching no damn Prime. He's over there in the car
Oh.
making that money.
Okay, I'll do the reading. In a faraway land, the evil Dr. Bakula was creating an army of monsters. For this weapon, a fallen warrior will do. With magic and science, he creates. The warrior lives again. Good morning, Beth. He is in death as he is in life, a force of good. I'm still alive. I need a new hat, says our hero. Oh shit, look at this shit. Punch is like Mario Brothers almost. The beginning where you pick your level? Okay, I'm digging it. Oh, I'm digging it. It's like some Mario Brothers shit. down injured? I don't know who's injured. I didn't see. Yeah, I heard about that game, Kiss to Peter.
Queen, she was raised down.
What up, Golden Egg? Andrews is down for the Ravens. That's one of their best players on offense.
That's good news. That's good news for us, bro.
Well, you never want to wish injury on somebody.
No, but I mean, point-wise, that's good for us. I rolled with you since you rolled with me on the other game. So.
Oh, can you hear me, Punch?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You said something about you wish Giggle Pickles would message you back.
No, I don't need that.
Mermaid, one of them. Hey, I damn sure don't need that.
We're all light built up over here. I said we're all light built up over here.
That's the wrong person, Rep.
Said build up. Who the hell is this?
I never could understand that. I've never heard of a light company, a light build
I
company.
didn't even see us score a touchdown. Who
an
scored for
electric
us?
company or anything letting you build up a $1,400 balance. My God.
Where at? Where at?
No, I remember that's what she said. She said her light bill was $1,400.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, God, that would literally be a whole year for me.
I think she
My
had to
light
have been
bill is like
lying, or
100.
she was either lying or she didn't pay her bill for a whole year, like you said. Hello, RA.
So there's no way they would let you.
Shout
No,
out to
that's
the
not-
prettiest girl in
that's not
streaming,
true,
RA
Brad, but,
Garcia. I did not see you
I think
streaming
my
yesterday.
landlord has a balance of about $4,000.
I woke up in the middle of the night to watch you stream and you were not there.
Who? Who you say, boss man?
My landlord's balance right now is like $4,000. It's light electric bill. Well, it's gas and electric.
Yeah,
For how
but
many
see, now
places,
that-
though?
As long like he pays like $1,000 a month just to keep it on.
She lived in that little two-bedroom apartment.
Thank you, RA. You are the greatest of the great.
Come on, let's do some white algae.
What do you think of this game, Frank?
I've never, I don't know. That's just weird. I've never heard of them like making it go that long, or letting it go that long.
Probably, well, she wasn't during COVID, but his is probably because of COVID.
Hey, Puncho, did you look on my stream to see what this game looks like?
Hold on. Shit look like what?
It's like a Metroid Castlevania game. They call it Metrovania. Or that's what the fans call it. That's not what the game's called. Game's called Kraino
I
Origins.
say more about Strider and Castlevania.
Oh, I know Strider.
What were you thinking, boss man? Who were you thinking in this one, Cincy or Ravens?
I hadn't even thought about it. I would have, just on the surface, I would probably go Ravens. But I haven't really thought about it.
Man, dude, don't listen to him. Rev, this motherfucker full of shit.
My handicapping days are over, Rev. I retired undefeated.
How come though
Perfect
when they
record.
ask you who you think's gonna win though, you never have an answer for them? No matter if you're retired.
Because I retired, dude.
So you don't have enough pride to just say who you think's gonna win the game?
I just did. I said I would have to take the Ravens.
Yeah, but we're already up 7-0. That would have
I'm
been
not
like
watching the game.
that would have been like me in the Super Bowl when the Seahawks were up 14-0, and I was like, oh, I would have went with the Seahawks. Bye
Dude,
back.
I'm not watching the game, and I had no idea what the score was until you just said it.
Impossible.
And I even said it the other day when someone asked. I said I have to take the Ravens, but I haven't looked at the injury report.
The Ravens already got a touchdown, huh? This week for Monday night's game. Boy, that's gonna be a hell of a game right here. Eagles and Chiefs.
I don't know how you got that first. How they got that first one? Figure that out. Little Castlevania there. Little Jordan there. Field goal good for the Bengals. We're at a 7-3 score. 7 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. Penny Bolin is live. See, there's a way to turn that goddamn music down. That music is blasting. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it? It says it's down though. It's weird. Hold on. Hold on, make sure Indiana Jake with his normal. He just said, "Now, Bob, I never did a WO." What the fuck is that mixer button? You can only get that mixer when you do that?
Whole question of the night: would Barkley drink Boland's bathwater?
Yes.
I think he would too.
Here
I
we
mean,
go.
bro, this motherfucker spent 4 racks on bowling. Something like that.
No, that was Schmidt.
No, he said he's donated like 2 racks to
Oh,
both.
well, you just said 4 and then you went to 2. I mean, come on,
Well, I
Bush,
mean,
what is that? I mean, that's a big difference.
I was just throwing out an imaginary number, but in that ballpark, 2,000, about 2 racks, 4 racks. Cause I asked him, remember? I said, well, how much you donated? I mean, we know how much everyone else donated, I guess, but I didn't.
I probably gave
Smith is
about
different.
two. I probably gave about 250.
A little bit more than that, Reverend. I was there.
Boss man gave a little bit.
I always said
yeah,
I gave a shitload, but I always got a return in on my money. That's what people don't realize about me. I'm only spending if there's a return on it, unless it's gambling.
I give a bunch of 5s and a couple of 10s, 20 or 2. Yeah, it was probably about 350, probably 354 maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I know you gave him a lot that one night because I guess you wanted to appreciate him or thank him for the stock tip.
Oh yeah. I give him $50 that night. I remember that shit.
I was gonna say, Reverend gave a little bit more than $1.50.
I remember that shit. Yes, sir.
I remember that shit.
I made some good money off that shit. That was a fantastic tip right there. I'm glad I reviewed it.
He reviewed it.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go putting that much money into something that he fucking just on a whim.
So you heard what he said, but you went to go check it out if this motherfucker was bullshit. No.
Huh?
There we go. You turn the music volume
You got
down
like
here.
like a second or third opinion because you wanted to see if this motherfucker was bullshit or not.
Well, no, because the fucking GameStop shit had just happened, And fucking whenever he started talking about AMC, I looked into it and it was like I read all the Reddit threads and shit like that they were getting ready to try to run the damn thing up. And this was right after fucking they shut all the theaters down. So like they were gonna fuck with the stock somehow. They were gonna short the stock
they do
and
with
drive the
GameStop.
price. They fuck like
everybody
yeah,
out that
man.
GameStop shit. Well, late. I try to get in on
Well-
that GameStop shit, but Robinhood shut that shit down.
People made a lot of right. You can't do that shit on Robinhood. You have to do that shit on Kraino. A lot of that shit with Robinhood, Weeble, and all them. See, I didn't get any GameStop until it was fucking until it already started going down. But that was fucking because AMC started, it hit like it went up to $10, and then within just a couple of fucking within a couple of days it went up to 20.
Not even. It was like the next day. It was day after day at that point. I remember my buddy bet on it when it was 17, and it went to 27 the next minute.
Well, it fluctuated a couple of days, but then it went like it got all the way up to damn.
I fucked
Within
up
about 3
there.
weeks.
I had an opportunity to make a shitload, and I don't know why I listened to Bolin. Bolin made me think it was going to go up to AMC. He goes, or go up to GameStop levels. Pesci goes, GameStop levels? That's low compared to what did. So the motherfucker might have just been lying the whole time.
Well, no, there was other threads and shit like that. There was other people who were saying that it was good. Other people were saying it was going to be Berkshire Hathaway level. Like fucking Berkshire Hathaway is like $430,000 a share or whatever. But Berkshire Hathaway is not fucking AMC. Berkshire Hathaway is like the biggest company in the fucking world because it's like a huge conglomerate of all these different businesses.
I was
Like,
on
that's
the,
that shit.
when I was driving to Michigan today, the back of the semis that I was behind, some of them said Vanguard.
No.
On like the little lower corner,
Yeah.
like where it's shown who owns the truck. Not like across the whole truck, but like where it's like where you would see like the name of the truck. It says Vanguard
Yes,
on the
sir.
back of the door.
Now, I love Vanguard. I own fucking. I have that. That's where most of my 401k is, or I'm sorry, not my 401k. My Roth IRA is in because I had to convert that shit since I left FedEx. But is in a damn Vanguard S&P 500. Vanguard owns a little bit of everything. They own part of the. They own like 15% of the WWE.
Vanguard and BlackRock, two very evil companies. They own about everything.
I wonder who owns them.
Well, I didn't say you didn't say it. I'm just saying they are.
No one. Vanguard is. They're both publicly traded companies. They're mutual funds.
Hey, it's like when y'all talk about Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox, like us common folk, we over here arguing which console is better. And the fact of the matter is they're all under the same umbrella. Same thing as Dr. Pepper and Pepsi and Coke. They're all the same shit.
Hey,
Apple
Pesci,
and Samsung. Same shit.
Pesci, are you able to maximize your screen?
Yeah, give me a minute. I gotta finish something real fast, and I will. Actually, hold on. Let me see. I don't think I. Here's the problem. Where I have my screen right now, boss man. I don't even know how I would explain it
Yeah,
to
it's
you.
over there on the right.
No, what I'm saying is, if I maximize this, it's gonna go over my whole screen, and it darks me out right now. I'm playing a game in which I can't really. That's
All right.
probably the best I could get it right now for you. I don't know how to explain it to you. I'm not playing the normal game I'm
That's
playing.
fine.
I wouldn't be able to see it if I maximize it.
But
Well,
the
man,
reason
When I'm
you're
done
going,
playing this game, though, I will.
You must not have a Mac.
but what you guys
You
are
say you
missing
must not have a
in the
Mac.
whole
I don't think you understand what I'm saying, smartass.
No,
What I'm
just
saying
being-
is,
just,
I can max
Pesci,
it
I'm
out.
just joking with you. I understand. I totally understand. I'm just
Okay,
joking
I
with
can max out, but let me tell you something. The game is on my 49-inch curve. So look what happens when I max it out. Now you see it?
you. No,
I don't got
but
it
you're
on the
hit-
normal
you're-
screen I have it on.
But you're hitting the wrong button.
No, I'm
If you
not.
go over, if you just go click, and then in the upper right, there's two arrow pointing each way. There's a line with arrows pointing each way over by the X on the right hand side. That's the maximize.
This?
Yeah.
It's going to do the same thing. Look at my stream right now. It's darking it out. It's
Okay,
on my
put it back
49-inch
then.
curve.
Okay, put it back.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you in a nice way. You said, oh, you must not have a Mac. No, I have a 49-inch curved screen, and
I
the
said you
game's
must
normally
not
on
have
my
a Mac.
27-inch. If I max this out, let me make sure I'm not going crazy. If I max it out,
It's fine. It's fine.
look what happens. Now you see, boss man, how it's
It's
stretched
fine.
out?
Yes, I saw it the first time. It's fine.
All right. Yeah, that's the best I could get it right now. Because I'm not on
especially
the
on
normal
the curve
screen.
screen. You won't be
Thank
able
you,
to get it like
Barbie.
a full size on the curve screen anyway.
Those
Well, I
curve
just can't
screens
go
make me
full
motion
size on the
sick.
curve because I have that as my light at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, because like if you try to play certain games on full screen on the curve, you really can't see
Yeah, you
it like
can't.
that because
Yeah, you're right. You're
That's a-
absolutely right. Yeah. That's why I'm playing my video game on where I would watch football normally so I could stream it.
right. No, I was just trying to explain that to Boss Man about like the
Okay.
optimization.
Well, you know him. He knows everything. He's like, you don't have a Mac, and it doesn't even matter because I got 3 screens. And my computer destroys a Mac.
It's an Apple thing, Pesci. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. What the hell? It's an Apple thing I wouldn't understand. You hear that, Punch?
Trip.
I don't like Mac, to be honest. You can't game on them the same as you can on mine.
I wouldn't mind buying a MacBook for like editing shit. You know, I heard that they're a lot easier to edit. You know.
Sure, there's a lot of better shit on there that I just don't use. There's gotta be a jump button or something that gets me up there. Thank you, RA. Shout out to the beautiful RA Garcia. Motherfuckers. Oh, what a shitbag. Freddie says you could game on a Mac, it just costs 10 times more than your current setup for less performance.
Mm.
Who said that?
Frank Kirsch, producer.
Frank
of the
don't know
show.
nothing about computers.
He knows more than Brad.
You know, I have that clip
Some-
that I sent to Brad. When he was telling the
Remember when I was having those
he was-
problems and Barkley goes, your IT guy's right here, and he was talking about Brad.
Yeah. The crazy part was when he said it with straight face.
Yeah.
And at that time, Brad was like fucking smashed.
The
That
problem
one
is,
Brad said, I know just as much as Frank, but you guys don't use me.
so the thing is, let's just say he knows more. The thing is, what Frank knows how to do is Frank knows how to show me how to do something, meaning some people do well at teaching others how to do shit. Frank does well of showing me in a way that I can comprehend it and do it and redo it. Brad would be all over the place. Not saying he wouldn't be able to teach me. He just wouldn't go through the steps of showing me, kind of like what Frank does. You know, Brad would throw a bunch of words at me that I don't know. When Frank just kind of just shows me the words that I don't understand. If that makes sense. But Brad's still a good guy. Brad, if you're out there, we love you. I love you like a brother. I wish you were here. BC said, Bob, I never did a WO. That's the same. See, I told you, Ben. Kenny knows how to say shit that gets over. People can say whatever they want. Most of the shit that's repeated in my chat, like Schmidt already said that once tonight. So Bolin says shit that gets over. You know what I mean? Bob, I never did a WO, and I don't even think it was Bob at the time, but maybe it was. But that was when I was on the show, so maybe he would have just been talking to me or Schmidt. He goes, I never did the WO. Maybe Bob wasn't there. Thank you, RA. You're still there? Thank you, RA. I gotta learn how to get up there. There must be a way to double jump or something. Interesting. Oh, you hit the flames? That just opened up a new... Lamar's down? Uh-oh, he's going in the back. Or he's going in the tent.
Get a hand massage.
Wow. Wait, did we determine what was up there? He said, that's my bet's gone. Him and Mark Andrews gone. Interesting. Here comes Burrow. To Boyd. First and Brad. Oh, did he drop it? Oh, he dropped that? Gotta catch those, Punch.
over might be done. Who the fuck is that backup? That black dude? I forgot his name.
I think so. I think it is that black dude. I know who you're talking about.
Wilkes or Malik Wilkes or some shit. Fans were giving him shit last time.
They were playing in the goddamn dispensary. They were playing Bands Will Make You Dance.
That's true.
But I'm saying I just think it's funny in the dispensary. It feels like you're in a club. That's what kind of music they're playing there. Burrow sacked out of field goal range. Here come the Ravens. Thank you, Marshall. I think your boy Boland's live, Marshall. Keep an eye on how much money he makes tonight for me. Marshall calls Boland boring. That's your job tonight. Oh shit. Oh, it's party time, baby. Looks like we're getting prepared for our first boss fight. Nice. Checkpoint right by the boss fight. Love that. What the fuck? Holy shit. Shout out to the 13 people in the build. Oh, Lamar Jackson's getting ready to come back in. End of the first quarter. 7-3. Would love if the game ended like this, because I believe Fatal bet the over. I can't see anything. What the fuck? Huh? That might have been the weirdest thing I ever seen in my life. Oh, there we go. It didn't do that last time. You see, I was in a glitch. First boss fight, Punch. This is what you called for. Okay. Shit. Shades of Dark Souls early. Hello, B. Good morning. Love you lots. Whoa! Oh! I heard the Browns are signing Colin Kaepernick, says Jay Thunder. They're not letting that motherfucker play. For those of you that don't know, if you go on to Netflix, he did a documentary where he was the narrator of the documentary. And the documentary, basically in a nutshell, was comparing NFL to slavery. They're never going to let that guy back in. They would be hypocritical. It's hypocritical that he wants back in over that documentary. He won't do a real interview because a real interviewer would be like, why do you want to get back in the league after your Netflix documentary? That would make no sense. Imagine if I was doing a documentary comparing streaming to slavery and then the next day I'm doing it. And I had ancestors that were slaves or whatever. He's not coming back. The NFL and himself would be hypocritical. And he uses that to make people feel bad for him. He goes, I've been ready. They banished me from the league. You could have got hired by Denver. Denver was looking for a backup quarterback. He said he didn't want to be a backup. That was when he first left the Niners, when he still had a big ego. Then the Ravens wanted to give him a small shot, and then his wife did a Django Unchained meme where they put Cap's wife, where he put the owner, it was like in a slave scene on Django Unchained with Samuel L. Jackson, and he put Ray Lewis and the owner on this meme. You really think, Kaepernick, that the Ravens were going to sign you after your girl did a Django Unchained meme with the owner on the one and Ray Lewis on the other? You'd have to look the meme up. It's a very famous meme. And she did it. But they're not going to let people like you in. You're a loose cannon. You compared the NFL, where people make millions, to a slave trade. You're gone, boss. You might even be able to throw the ball 100 yards, and they might not still give you a look right now. You would have to be maybe Dan Marino status for you to get back in the league, which you never were. Marshall Haynes says he sucks for all the drama he brings. That guy's gone. I'd take him too, but they ain't gonna bring him back. I would take him just because I would like Jimmy Haslam to just go down in flames. Because we're not going to win this year. Someone was saying we're going to still make the playoffs. You want to hear the best part? And Punch doesn't even know this. Punch, guess what quarterback they were thinking about putting in this week? Allegedly.
Ooh.
Not even the guy that won us the couple games. The guy that we first played, that the Ravens got beat 27-3. They were talking about bringing him in. Coach is like, he's grown up a lot. Hey, Steve, that's why you're on the way out. So fuck you, Stefanski. You're gone next. That's why I wish the owner would bring in Colin Kaepernick. Just because they would force his ass out of the league for doing it. They already hate Jimmy for all the money he signed Deshaun. He changed the owner's playbook. He paid a guy that was one step away from being a serious criminal. We won't call him a criminal, but you paid a guy that was one step away from being a serious criminal more money than anybody's ever gotten. Which means, and it only makes sense, if we're going to pay a guy that's a criminal more money ever, then what do the guys get that aren't criminals? The guys that are like the Russell Wilsons, the guys that get in zero trouble in the offseason, shit like that. Lamar Jackson. If Lamar Jackson wants, he has to get more money than Deshaun. Because they'll be like, the fuck, you're going to offer me less money than a guy who missed a year for suspension and has got 50, whatever he did to those girls? I don't want to say raping, because he didn't rape them. He just fucking probably was a little bit heavy on the sexual side. Because if he was a brutal rapist, a Jason Voorhees, they wouldn't have let him back in the league. The owners and Roger Goodell, they were already not a big fan of Deshaun. Goodell wanted him gone for the whole year. So trust me, if he would have been Jason Voorhees on these women, they would have banished him. Without a doubt. That's why when Jimmy and Dee said, we did our homework, they weren't talking about how good Deshaun could play. They were talking about he ain't going to jail. That's without them saying it. When Jimmy's wife was sitting there and she said, yeah, and nodding her head because she wants to be a part of it, like she's mentioned many times. They didn't do any homework. Some motherfucker that's way smarter than all of us here showed Jimmy a document and said, this is what I'm going to get Deshaun in court. This is what he's looking at, Max. Go ahead and you can pay him this amount of money. Because there's no way, if he was Jason Voorhees, some owner's going to change the pay grade and get every other owner mad at him. Because him doing that costed every owner in the league. Not just one owner. Not just two owners. Every owner. It's well documented. That's why, what's his name?
For the year.
Huh? Thank you, Albie.
He's out for the year, and in 2 years he only played 12 games and made $93 million.
Right.
Your boy did.
Mountain Timer, what up, brother? We're just talking about you. Where you been? Wasn't I just talking about him, Punch, and said, where is he?
Yeah, like a couple minutes ago, or like 10 minutes ago.
All right, I gotta relax and roll the weed up. Because I can beat that boss. That boss is beat, Squigs. Squigs, check out tonight's game. You're looking at the Elite Gamer. I've beaten them all this month.
Let's go, Cuphead.
Did I beat the other game, Prison City? No.
Too hokey.
I will go back to it, but it's not something I'm dying to play. This game already, from playing the first 5 minutes of this looks like a game I will easily want to finish. Thank you, Beth. That's crazy. That video did real well. The Giggle Pickles Listen Up video when I called out Giggle Pickles, I was really upset that night. It has like 2,000 views on that video. All right, let's send some love to these women real fast. Uh-oh. Tonight, Filipino Raquel has a stream, and her shit says, does your partner cheated on you, or do... Wait, I don't understand that. Does your partner cheated on... She doesn't do good with English here. She should have had me write this. Because I'm going to read out she has it written. Does your partner cheated on you, or do he or she being with someone for a one-night stand? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. I just look at the body.
It says, does your partner cheat on you? Or does he or she Being with someone for one night stand. I don't know what that means.
Does a partner cheat on you, or does it go for a one night stand?
Show, drop your link, show.
Oh, okay.
Video show.
Beth said LOL.
I'm more into the.
Thank you, Barbie.
I lean towards the one night stand more than the fucking like you know what I'm saying, like have a permanent fuck buddy and shit. More into the one night. I ain't got time for all that falling in love with a bitch.
Hello, King. Shout out, King. Thank you for the blessing, King. Shout out, King. Sorry to say. Thank you, King. King, your live streaming. Sir Joseph says live stream also, guys, if you have a. If you're using a computer, please open another tab for this channel and we'll be able to give love and support from here.
As Kira's live by request.
Thank you.
That's always great. Squiggle said, any multiplayer games for tonight? I don't know, Squigs. Maybe. I'm kind of tired. I drove to Michigan today. I don't know. I'm maybe in a minute. I'm going to play a couple minutes of this Kraino game. Reverend did get his Switch out, though. He said he's going to start playing kart with us. So BC should like that.
Hey, that motherfucker said, yeah, I got my Switch out, and I looked on Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Is it always this much? Well, like,
He was surprised
bro,
how
I don't
expensive the
understand.
Switch games were, and I'm like, they're never on sale, bro. Put it this way. If a Nintendo Switch game's on sale, it's like the Cowabunga collection, which everybody didn't love. I got that for twang.
Yeah.
Maybe 30.
That's why I told you the
Actually,
first-
I might have paid 30 for that. Play a little music. We're going to roll up some weed. Then Squiggles, this song goes out to you. Let's line them up. 2 minutes. Dos. And now your starting lineup. At forward, 6'4", 320, Boss Man. At point guard, 225, Sir Hawaiian Puchacho.
Maybe if I was on crack.
Hey, BC said Mario Odyssey will be 30 at Walmart for Black Friday. If we're going to have him spend 30 on something, BC, we want him to get golf. I told him I might even gift him golf. Just because 60 is probably a lot to ask Rev to spend on a video game right now. His wife would probably be like, huh? But at the same time, he could actually be clever. He could buy golf for himself and buy Mario Kart for his daughter, but play Mario Kart. That's what I would do if I had kids. See, if I had a kid, the Christmas presents he got would secretly be for me. I'd do what my dad did. I'm going to buy you the PS5, but it stays here. BC said Rev could be our Eunice. We could get donos for it. Yeah, you know what? Barkley would probably throw in 10. Shout out to Queen Raquel Raid. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Macy Martinez. I'd like to give out our thanks of the nights. Pakistan Patty, Tina from Tahiti, Timmy from Tibet, and little Tony from Tokyo. I'm back home now, tired, says Mountain Timer. I'm glad. Glad you're back, Brad. We need you back. We're not a full team unless you're here. The games aren't as fun to watch when you're not here.
Oh, wow.
We had a good week last week, though. The book returned a little.
In full form. It's all good.
No, I know. Well, dude, for instance, when I lost, I wasn't upset.
I wasn't either.
I didn't say you were, but what I'm saying is, I knew maybe I could hopefully maybe have a week where I win.
Right. I mean, that money that I lost
Was house
that was
money.
still in the cash app.
Yeah.
It never left my cash app. That's why I was trying to see how much I was up tonight. Well, I guess after these games too.
Touchdown Bagels.
I'll take
Joe
that.
Mixon. And you can't say the NFL doesn't give people chances. The guy who just scored, I don't know if Boogeyman knows this, but you can look it up. He decked a woman in the face on camera. It wasn't even his girl. Meaning, man, I feel bad for Ray Rice because this guy could easily have been blackballed for good. Literally, let me give you a visual of what Mixon did. He was at a college. Obviously, he was way younger than Ray Rice. He wasn't an adult, but still. He was at a college. You're a grown man. He walked into this, looked like a cafeteria. He walked up to a woman and dropped her and walked out. Almost like Michael Jackson. He dropped her and then did a moonwalk out like it was some raw shit. And they let him play again. So Colin Kaepernick says, yeah, they blackball people or whatever. You got to do something severe. Okay? They let Michael Vick back in. And that's because he was a good enough player at the same time. You're not that good, Cap. Even if you were good, you went past some lines Michael Vick didn't. He wasn't shitting on the NFL when he was in prison. And he was the first black quarterback to get signed to $200 million contracts as a quarterback ever. Might have been the first person. Not only the first black dude, he might have been the first quarterback to get signed to at that time, 2 different $100 million deals. Meaning the first one with the Falcons, and then the one with the Eagles. And then he had that shitty year after he signed that deal. So the Eagles lost some cash on our boy Vick. They still talk about OJ. Not the NFL. He says they. NFL don't talk about OJ. Who? They might show you a graphic here and there and his name's on it in NFL rushing records, but they do not talk about the juice. Ever. Players do. There's certain guys you can't talk about in the league, and that's one of them. And I love OJ. I love OJ like a brother. I'd let him sleep on my couch.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's down to do that.
I'm saying though, it's just, hey, that gives you an idea how much I trust him. I mean, there's some people who
was like, man, I can't wait to go back and sleep on the couch again.
I love sleep on my couch. Rent free.
Like you had that one. Hey, like you had that one guy on the couch while you were screaming.
If they kick Reverend, if Reverend gets kicked out of his house, he could come live up here rent free. I would just tell him you have to be the cook. You have to be the chef. You come stay up here free, have your own room. You have your own room, your own 50-inch. I just need you to cook the meal. Maybe do the dog show. But rent free. All your food paid for. There's also some other house activities I'd probably have him help me on.
Donate Jake to get a bus pass to Cleveland, and y'all can you can live with Jake, or Jake can live with you.
BC said Rev is probably
Remember?
closer to getting kicked out than he realized. Well, I mean, if she knew what we knew. But I'm probably the only person that would offer Rev something like that, or could offer Rev something like that. Rev, if you're having that much heart trouble, just come up here. Bring your bags. We'll figure it out. We'll even get on a good diet together. Mount Everest said, how is Rev doing? He was just here, Brad. He'll be back.
Hey,
He's doing a delivery.
Y'all arguing with each other because y'all trying to get off y'all fiending from the sugar withdrawals of not drinking soda.
I'd let him drink soda. He's gonna have to pay his fucking child support till his kid's 18. So we'll get him his own PC. I'll get him a PC. We'll set up another PC for him. I think that'd be fun. I'd enjoy it. Five minutes to go in the second quarter. Damn, Fatal, that over, huh? And Joe Burrow looks like he's hurt. He's going in the back punch. I think he just looked at the coach that's walking with him in the back, and he just told the coach, here, let's hurry up and run in case I can get back out. So there we go. Just like that, Bengals quarterback running to the back. Oh shit, he's in pain punch.
Oh shit.
Who's their backup? I wonder who their backup is.
Probably another XFL player.
Jimmy Burrow, his father, is there. Oh no, it's a white dude named Browning. Man, they don't got no backups in this fucking league. They don't got shit for backups. No wonder these quarterbacks are getting paid like this, man. They ain't got no real ones. It's gonna be a running league. Meaning you're
Why?
gonna.
You basing that just off his name, Brownie?
I've never heard of them.
Oh, wow.
Usually, I've heard of some of these backups. Like I have an idea what college they came from. Like Blaine Gabbert, for instance. I heard of him, but there ain't no guys like that. Like, they got rid of a lot of guys. Remember the guy that almost went to the Super Bowl with the Jacksonville Jaguars? I can't think of his name.
Mark Brunell.
No, after that, the guy recently. It's within the last 10 years. He got them
Derek
one game
Garrard.
away from the Super Bowl, and they lost.
Gerard.
What?
Wasn't his name David Garrard or some shit? That's the
No,
only one I
somebody
can
will
think
say
of.
it in the chat.
Marvin Leftwich.
No, Punch Hole or Bossman, it was the white dude that Jacksonville drafted third. He was a running. Was it Blake Bortles? I think it was Bortles. Yeah, Blake Bortles was the name. Yeah, Boogeyman just said Blake Bortles too. Yeah, we said it at the same time. Blake Bortles was the name, and he's out of league. Like usually, I know. Like I thought he was a backup somewhere. A lot of new players in this league.
Pretty good. Pine's looking pretty good.
You just lost your quarterback, Rep.
Do what now?
You just lost your quarterback? He's hurt. He went in the back.
Oh, hell.
Damn it, bro. You trying to get me back that bad on this fucking game?
BC said, would Rev have to clean up after Daisy and Pablo? Well, if I was letting him live rent-free, that would probably be what I would charge him in rent.
There you go, Real.
Oh, shit.
No, I
what
said,
if-
someone said, what would happen if Rev got kicked out of his house? I said, I'd let him come stay with me for rent-free, but he would have to be a chef. That would be what I would charge you in rent.
Until the
Yeah,
damn.
that motherfucker making you biscuits every morning.
Well, I told
Just
Rev
for
that I
bread.
would have, he could have his own room, his own 50-inch. We'll get him a computer.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be better than having to rebuild everything.
Oh, yeah. I would force a sale. I'd be damned if I'd let her keep the house. I'd force a sale.
Yeah.
Get my equity and fucking take
I don't
off.
know how alimony works, but I know you would have to pay child support until your kid was 18. That would be a fact.
Yeah. It just depends. What are they gonna take from me? I ain't got no damn job right now.
The person
Might
who
have to
gets the
pay me
sweetest
alimony.
deal ever is Eric Roman. He would kill me for saying that, but he gets the greatest deal on child support, and I don't know why it is. And he's a good father, though, too, though. I mean,
Yeah,
Cedar
pay
Point.
me out.
He's a Cedar Point dad. And he's admitted it to me.
For the record, my marriage is fine. I want everybody to know that Rev is not on the rocks. He's doing all right. Just fine. We're good. We're good. We're good over here. We're right.
Boogeyman says, Boss Man, how was your Antifa meeting?
Boss man, listen.
See, that
Has
would make
anybody? Okay.
Well, Bolin would have thought that was funny.
A serious question: has anybody put anything on the Chiefs and Eagles next week?
I'd have to look. Possibly fatal.
'Cause I think I'm gonna go with the over on that.
Let's see, I'll look right now. Fatal's got, you said Eagles game?
The Eagles and Chiefs are next Monday, or this Monday.
He didn't touch it.
Okay. Thinking about going the over on that one.
He's probably trying to see what he's down. He's down 15 from
40.
last week. I told him I didn't want the $15. Just carry that over.
Yeah.
So he's at 15. He did not bet no Eagles game, no
Yeah.
Chiefs game.
No, ain't no damn, ain't no point in paying out fucking 15 because fucking Cash App's gonna take damn
No,
$3,
Mountain
$2
Reed.
of it.
Touchdown Ravens. Rev said, Mount Timer said, Rev, are you moving in with Pesci? Wow, have times changed? No, his marriage is fine. Someone asked,
Marriage
what
is
would
good.
Rev do if he got kicked out of his house? And I said, I would let him live with me rent free if he had nowhere to go.
I'd be scared to leave the fucking house, man. I wouldn't. Going from a gated community to the fucking hood, man.
But here's the thing,
Ain't no
though,
damn
Reverend.
way.
Reverend, once you met Pablo, you wouldn't be scared. And my neighborhood, like we told you, it's on the rise. Meaning everything's being bought out around me. They're clearing out all the riffraff.
White folks coming in. Yeah, I got you.
I don't even lock my door. But that's just because Pablo will eat you. If I didn't have nobody here, I'd lock it. But when I leave my house, I keep that door open. Because I know if you go through that front door and Pablo don't know you, he's either going to force you on the ground until I get there, or he's just going to get you. Because sometimes the Doberman will torture you. That's how they fight. They like to pick on the people they fight.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm not afraid to live here. I'll keep my front door open. Yeah, gated community from here would be a change. It would take some adjusting.
It would.
But you wouldn't be scared. Trust me.
No,
I'd
because
make
I'd
sure
have my
you're
piece
not
on me. I have a fucking piece on me.
You can carry a gun on you. I guarantee you,
always carry a
this
piece
would
on
be
me.
my prediction. 22 days after you lived here, take you about 22 days, I bet you'd be like, damn, that's what it took me when I first moved down here 15 years ago. You'd be like, wait a minute, I could do this. What about Jake? No, I wouldn't let Jake live with me.
Nah, fuck that. Jake sends off the personality to me like he's just a guy who would just start screaming, just for nothing, he would just start screaming just at nothing.
Yeah.
He just got that personality. He wouldn't even be mad about it. He'd just start screaming, just
Sure.
yelling. I don't know. I like Jake. He's okay. We're doing good. We're doing real good. If I sold well, I'd have to fucking split my 401k, or my IRA, but I'd fucking get 200 grand from my house a piece. You know, that's walking around money for Barkley. Tell you
Well,
what,
here we
I tell
go.
you
The
what,
backup
I'd
quarterback
sure-
for the Bengals. 14-10. That over's looking a little bit better for Fatal, just like that. And the quarterback completes his first pass. 11-yarder. Actually, I
can
have
tell you
heard of this
though.
guy, Bunch. I have heard of this guy. Jake Browning. Made NFL debut against the Browns. Yep. I do know who this guy is. But he only has one career pass.
I can tell you this though, I'd make sure y'all made some fucking money in that fucking in the restaurant. I know how to fucking move some books around.
Well, that's why.
Make-
That's why we would be a good match, Reverend, because I got a lot of shit coming up that you would be perfect for.
I could. When I used to fucking run the chicken restaurant, it was,
Yeah.
like it was good. It looked good on paper, boy. You fucking, especially when the IRS and shit like that come around, it looked good on paper.
I'd love that. That'd be the greatest thing ever.
Got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, you're good.
Let me go get my joint real quick and pour something
Where the
free.
fuck am I going? I don't know where the hell I am. I've never been to this neighborhood.
But yeah, the thing is with my neighborhood is, I don't know, it's not what it used to be. It was like that shit you were talking about, Rev, with the rappers. Remember, you're like, in my day, remember when you were talking about the rappers? And you're like, in my day, the rappers were killers or whatever the fuck you were talking about.
Oh, I was talking about fucking, what I was telling Barkley about that little Nas X or whoever that fucker is.
Yeah. You're saying in your day, rappers were gangsters, little Nas X is like a homosexual.
My Nas that I grew up with was a fucking...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He said my Nas, yeah. That's how this neighborhood is, Rev. This neighborhood is more like, if you grew up here, it was a little bit baggy. Now it's like the end of, it's like where they fought World War II 30 years later. You know, it's nice and pleasant there. Not saying there isn't still riffraff walking around, but the riffraff is a little bit not as dangerous. The riffraff the riffraff I grew up with, my riffraff. Man, she's sexy. She's gonna honestly say she didn't get the job because of her looks. That's a fucking lie. Oh, I got the job because of my education and my talent. No, you didn't. You fit the profile of a woman they want on camera in that position. Why is the woman that gets that position never ugly? Just tell me that. And they have a lot of women in that same position that Megan bitch is. But how come none of them are ugly? How come not one of them even look like they're got a blemish? How come there's no blemishes? Look, even Boogeyman's happy that Mount Timer's back. Do you live near Youngstown, Ohio? Yeah. That's why I wish Eric Roman was here so you could tell Rev how safe it is here. Because Eric Roman used to be afraid to come to the ghetto, but he'll tell you, Pablo don't fuck around. That's like having a loaded weapon that could sense shit that's next door. If you hear him bark, that means there is something within a rock throwing distance of the house. The louder the bark will tell you how close to the house they are. Faint bark with a whine tells me they're farther out. When he starts standing up and barking, and he barks real loud and it increases, that means something's a mailman. And then if it's an animal, you'll know it's an animal by their tone. The people bark, at least on a Doberman, gets a different bark than for an animal. It comes out different. Would normal people be able to tell the difference? Probably not. But I've owned dogs my whole life.
Burrows, why? Why did he have to get hurt for? That's not good. I'm up.
Yeah, and the over's looking good now. Just like that, the over's looking good.
Did the Ravens score again?
No, the Bengals are driving with the backup quarterback.
Who is their backup quarterback?
Jason Browning. That might be a drop, though. They might take that pass back.
Bengals just keep up. They've already got 3.5 points, Punch. If they get a field goal here, that'd be fine.
I'll take that all day long.
I mean, if they can just
Thank you,
keep up with
Susanna.
a field goal, we'll be all right. 'Cause what is it? What do Ravens got now? 14?
Ravens ain't done scoring, Rev. Just a heads up. They ain't done scoring.
I'm just saying, like, if they could just, if the Bengals can just keep up with them on field goals, I think we'd be all right. We'd make it back.
What'd you do? You bet it all tonight?
No, I just put 10 on there. I ain't gonna bet it all. I didn't have that much faith in this. I'm gonna put the rest of it. Whatever I win tonight, or whatever I have left, I'm gonna put on the over on the Eagles. Eagles and Chiefs. Because remember, that over. Huh?
You ain't gonna bet another game on Sunday.
What's Sunday night?
I don't know.
Yeah, Punch, I'm not going to lie. Fatal took a lot of over-unders.
I was thinking about taking the Chiefs.
Oh, wait a minute. He put in... Oh, wait a minute. No, he took both on a lot. I take that back. He's got Steelers +4, Lions -10, Chargers -3, Raiders +10, Commanders -10. Oh, I love that he picked the Commanders -10. He's losing there. Wait a minute, who else? Let me make sure I'm not. Let me check first. Let me make sure he didn't get lucky and pick up against some kind of. Let me see this game real quick. I'll let you know if it was a good bet or not. Hold on, who are they playing? Oh, they're playing the Giants. That might be.
Oof.
Question is,
No,
are
I
the
thought he
Giants
was playing
got
the
DeVito
Raiders.
still? God, the Giants.
Miami's playing the Raiders
Yeah.
this week.
I take that back.
Oh.
That's not a bad bet. Because it looked like
No.
the Giants couldn't even score last week. That was awful.
It's not a bad one, but it's not a good one either. Ain't no telling these dumb
And then he
ass.
put 15
They
on
might-
the over in that game. See, that's where you
How much
fuck
you
up.
bet
So
on
look,
him?
let me tell you where he fucks up. Well, not necessarily, but he put 10 on the over, which is 37. But when you bet the over, you need both teams to score. You know that. It's rare. Some teams, yes, there's one team that either does it all itself. Yeah, we know that. But you're going to want both teams to score in a game that's over. But he picks the Commanders -10. The only problem is, when you're -10, how much do you want the other team to score? Because you might be in a situation where the Giants got the ball and it's on them. It's one possession left in the game. They score a touchdown, you get the over. But is that at the detriment of you losing the spread? If the way you should do that is, if you're going to do it like that, you take the team getting the points and you take the over. So you would take the Giants and the over. But the Giants are hard to bet on without a quarterback. I get that. But 37
Got that
points,
motherfucker.
that's not that much points to me.
You got that motherfucker hooked.
Bill Bones
hooked,
says, I was
man.
watching a episode of Wrestling Bios, and apparently Michael Cole briefly called the Big Show Big Nasty, LOL. Why'd he call him Big Nasty?
How much he bet on the damn on the Browns game? Man, he did good on that one. +4. That's a good bet.
I think he stayed away from the Browns. Who we playing?
He said he took the Steelers.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know wow, he's getting 4 points.
How much you bet on that?
20?
Oh yeah, that's a good bet.
Is he up or down?
He's down 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good bet right there. Though.
That's
You
not
done
bad.
got him hooked, man. Done got him hooked. He's hooked.
Well, that's why it's funny. I'll never say anything because I'm a nice guy. But it's funny when I listen to Fatal break down football, and I'm like, bro, like 2 months ago, you weren't even watching football.
None of these damn games sound appealing to me, Punch. None of these
Like
games.
I said, I don't know. I want to. There's a couple of them that I see. Like, I don't think the Cowboys are going to blow out the Panthers, but I don't want to take that bet. You know what I'm saying?
See, I can bet
what do they?
See, on my website, I could bet teasers. See, if you guys knew what teasers are, you would love that bet. That's why I used to bet the shit out of teasers.
Is it you had 4 or 7?
No, you
Which
had
one I
6.
forget?
My teasers were you had 6 points in a spread. So if you were +4 and you bet the Steelers on a teaser, you get the Steelers +10, Rev. But you got to bet 2 teams.
Just doesn't pay as well.
No. And you lose juice in certain places. Sometimes double juice on teasers.
And no, I'm good. So in other words, Rev, you gotta bet $50 to win $10 sometimes.
No. It would be like this, Punch. You would bet 40 and you might lose 50.
I mean, that's a 20% return. That's not bad.
And pushes, and this is some places. I'm not talking about with me. I'm talking about casinos. Some casinos do on a teaser, a push is a loss. And you got to pick 2 teams, and they both got to win. So for instance, if you had 2 teams that were getting 6 points, and you took a teaser on the teams that were getting the 6, you could bet either team. You'd be +12. But both teams got to stay within that. So tonight, if I bet the, and it goes both ways. So if you would have bet the Bengals tonight on a teaser, you would have had them at +9.5. You would have bet the Ravens, you would have had the Ravens at like +3, because you get 6 points and it's at 3.5. So whatever that is, the other way. So the Ravens would have been +3. All they would have to do is win the game at that point. But you, on a teaser, you have to bet 2 teams minimum. There's no 1-team teaser. And the thing is with the teasers, what I wouldn't know how to figure out is there's different percentages on how good the NFL team is. So say you bet like, 2 of the best teams like Kansas City and someone else, you might not win as much, like Bossman said. But it wouldn't be you put up 10 and lose 50. No. You might put up 38 and lose 50. Something like that.
That's what I said. You put what I meant to say was you betting 50 to win 10.
No, you would win $40 some places. There's some places you'd win 40.
No, I'm talking about that shit you was telling me the last time. They said that you win
That was
like
baseball.
if I wanted to bet this or that.
That was baseball.
No, it was like that money line shit.
Money line, yes, he's talking about
Moneyline's
money
way
line.
different. Moneyline's way different, Punch. It depends. It's all the reason why I couldn't do Moneyline, I'd have to go by what Vegas goes by, because they break down
Punch
how
on a
good
money
the
line.
teams are.
If a team is -120, you have to bet 120 to win 100.
Well, that's what I meant.
And it's just there's no point spread involved. It's just straight up who wins,
Yeah.
who loses.
Yeah, we know Moneyline is win-lose, Boogeyman. I've been betting for a long time, friend. If you guys only knew. He says it's win-lose. Oh, I know. Because usually they can't end in ties. It would be interesting. Now that the NFL can end in a tie, I wonder what happens if you would bet the money line and it ties. Because remember, NFL was never Vegas didn't like that when NFL initiated that rule that there could be ties. They didn't want that. Oh, okay. Thanks, Boogeyman. Yeah, it is. It's a money. It's a win or lose bet.
You should do parlays, Pesci.
I don't really want to, honestly. I would
It's
end up
better for you. You have to win every game you bet, or
Yeah,
else you
but
don't win anything.
they can hit though. I mean, once if
Right.
once
You
if 1
could,
week
but-
two of the betters hit two $50 parlays, I got to pay them $120 a piece.
I told you my friend hit an 18 parlay, had put $2 on it. It
Like I
paid
told these
400 to
guys, I'm
1.
not a bookie. I'm just a guy that'll do a few bets. I'm not going to do parlays. If I'm going to do parlays, I'm going to charge them juice on their other bets. Because a parlay is a no juice bet. It's what you bet is what you pay. Meaning, you bet 100 on a parlay, you lose 100. That's how they go. But the casinos like them because they got enough other bettors to back that. I just don't have enough bettors, and I know I'd get crushed. Because once if they wanted to do a three team parlay for 50, they'd start getting creative. 3-team parlay for 50 pays 300. I'm not paying something out like that. I'm not gonna. Yeah. It could add up, and I could win, and they could keep trying that. But they'll hit one eventually. And once if they all three did a 5, they all did the same parlay for 50. Him, Rev, and Fatal, and they all hit 1 week. I'm down 900.
Chances of that though, it's hard to hit a parlay.
It is. But the way I have them betting, they're betting all the same. They're betting all the same shit. So I would lose too much. I don't
Well,
want
with
it
a
to get
parlay,
like that.
they wouldn't have to bet the same.
Hello, Lindsay. I'm watching the Bengals game too. Glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? We got the wrestling pay-per-view this weekend. Is this fucking half over already? I mean, talk about the never-ending football half right here. We are watching, though, Lindsay. The game. Hello, Ari. Yeah, this quarter won't end. Ravens are about to score again. I'm not against that, but I was trying to win that over. Look at Odell. You know I still love you, Odell. You know I love you. Well, it looks like I'll be punch over them. I'm just kidding. I need them to stop scoring. What is the over and under in this one? 46. Here's Lamar. I told you they were going to keep scoring, Rev. I knew what's his name wasn't done scoring yet. You definitely tell Lamar's leg is sore. That wasn't a full speed run. Squiggle says getting Super Mario RPG tomorrow. Well, enjoy paying that 60. AEW is on Saturday night. Oh, make sure you're here then. Not that many catches through 9 games, though, for Odell. 10 games, 23 catches ain't shit. And now he's limping. Oh my God, Odell! Okay, now he's not hurt. I thought he was limping. I'm like, what the fuck? Motherfucker can't stay healthy anymore. He's done. Boogeyman, no bowling reports? How much money bowling scrub up over there? Damn, that arena's packed. They are packed. NFL it's a cash machine. It's just a machine of cash. Vanguard don't own the NFL, do they, Rev? Lindsay said, my husband has been in Texas this week, so my daughter has been asking to sleep with me, so I've had to go to bed early every night. My husband is back now, so she's in her bed tonight. Oh, that's good, Lindsay. Like I said, we're going to be watching that pay-per-view this weekend. A couple hundy. Yeah, right. You made a couple hundred? You say that like it's nothing. He was 170 up when I checked out. He's a motherfucking cash machine. Fucking 170 when I checked out, says what's his name. How's Rev doing? Is he still at Kroger? No, Lindsay. Currently, Rev is unemployed. Potentially going to get a job at Chick-fil-A. I did a show a couple weeks back. You might want to check it out. It's called Rev Robbins Comes Clean. He came clean about a lot of jobs that he got that he didn't really tell us about and some that he failed at. But currently, right now, he's trying to get a job at Chick-fil-A. Kroger did not work out well. And when he was working at the school, he burnt $600 worth of food. He's here. He's just, I think he's on a delivery. He's doing Uber Eats in the meantime.
Yeah, that fast track to manager didn't work out so well.
Squiggle said, fuck Kroger's. Donald Flowers put him up 150. Wait a minute. You're saying it was a $150 challenge? Or you saw the 150 donated? Because we can't count it if it was one of those. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what was the mattress comment I used to make all the time when Kenny said, oh, yeah. So, the $5 this thing, the debt that we used to say all the time, that originally came from when Bolin was doing the mattress show. And he goes, Bob, T-Maker called me up and said, if we could just $5 this thing to death and get these kids some fucking mattresses. That's where that came from. I was trying to think where that came from.
Tonight's show says the bowling alley returns again. So he's changing the name of it back to the bowling alley.
He probably thinks numbers are down because of him changing it originally. He's just a jokester. Remember they changed it, new form. Remember when he said he was changing the show?
Yeah, nothing changed.
Has the show been changed? But let's just be honest with each other. And I hope what's his name's even watching. Did the show really change? The change might have changed, but there was no change. That, he might have said that too. But he said, how many followers we got in here? I mean, if my 4,000 followers, if they just each donated $1, that's $4,000. What a cluck. That's your guys' idol, not mine. Lindsay Mann says Chick-fil-A is an awesome place to work. They pay really well right now, plus you get Sundays off. Boom. Yeah, I mean, Reverend says he's got to go back for his whatever they call it, but I'm like, what do they have to you know what's funny is he goes, hopefully I get the job there. What the hell do they got to think about? I wonder what the hell they're contemplating. When you're hiring someone in fast food, what is there to think about?
They don't just hire anybody at Chick-fil-A, Pesci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why the one Chick-fil-A I went to, it looked like they were all golfers. They all looked like they were Barkley. He said, still a show about old fat man telling lies and scamming people. Shout out to B Song Red. If you guys are looking for a nice body Filipino to watch, there's one. What up, Jerry boy? Doesn't Giggle Pickles work at Chick-fil-A? Hardee's. Hardee's. He says if they turn down Rev. Well, what's there to think about? I want to know what Rev wrote down as references, and I wonder if Chick-fil-A would be that professional where they would check up on a reference when you're just cooking the chicken.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Is Rev awake, says Marshall Haynes? He's a shithead. He's probably doing a delivery or making a thing of pot, coffee. He's not what he used to be. He's not engaged anymore. That's why I always think it's funny when he asks me if I'm going live and I'm like, what, so you could just fart in and out of there?
Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out are very difficult to get into.
In-N-Out? It's tough to get into?
You have to know someone there to get in. Yeah, you don't just walk in and get a job at In-N-Out.
Well, how the hell
it's
does
crazy.
I know. Can you imagine that? Jason, you weren't quite what we were looking for here at Chick-fil-A, but we'll keep you in mind.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Did they possibly look at a man like him and go, I don't know, Ronnie, you think he'd be a fry stealer? You look kind of big.
Pesci. Fry stealer.
Well, I'm saying it's, you know, I worked in fast food. I'm not going to lie. I worked in fast food a bunch when I was younger.
Is he going to be the Hamburglar?
They were strict. Like, I remember the places I worked at, like, when I worked at Wendy's, that was my first job ever, if I would have grabbed a chicken nugget and ate it while we were working, they would have punished me. I would have got reprimanded. They were like I know there's probably some places and some managers where it's probably free fall, do what you want, and some guys are laid back. Like, I had a laid backer manager too. But I'll tell you, not a lot of them, like, they were really anal. Even some of the younger guys were like, hey man, wait for your position, wait for your shift to be up. Now, we might have been able to get drinks.
Yeah, you usually got drinks. That doesn't cost anything.
You had to put it in the back. I couldn't just be on the sandwich line chugging a medium Coke because they didn't want, at least the places I worked at. I got to admit, I didn't work at fast food places in the hood. I was living at my parents' at the time. So I was working at Suburbia fast food. And they're ran completely different, trust me. You can't even eat the fast food around here. It's dangerous. Fuck it being good or not. It's dangerous to eat some fast food down here. I saw one motherfucker one time washing the dishes. Not saying his hands were dirty, but he was washing the dishes, walked over with the soap suds on his wrist, and he made the Whopper, and I don't even think he knew I saw him. It wasn't my Whopper, but I was like, damn, he's got the suds on him. Was I with Roman that night?
I know over here.
Here he is. Robert,
You
they've been
can
asking
have-
about you for a while now.
Oh, I was in McDonald's waiting on this damn order. I ain't gonna take no more from fucking McDonald's, man. I'm sick. I don't like this fucking McDonald's over here.
Bro, you can't be picky and choosy. You can't just cut McDonald's off of fucking whatchamacallit. That's gonna be your bulk orders.
I know. I'm just like, they don't fucking. They're so fucking busy in there, and then like they don't fucking care. So you're just sitting there waiting, picking up a DoorDash, and there's like 8 other DoorDash drivers in there just waiting and fucking. They're not paying you no damn attention.
When I worked at Hardee's, there was a guy that worked in the back that would catch flies and throw them in their microwave and watch them explode. I'm like, dude, that is so dirty. He wouldn't even clean it afterwards. Like,
Now, Lindsay
People's
said
food
hello,
going
Reverend.
there.
She wanted to know how your job search was going. She thought you were still at Kroger.
Oh no, I'm a full-time dad and a part-time DoorDash.
Full-time dad.
Hey, the
No,
American
I'll
dream,
tell
man.
you, like over here, man. Like if you can't, if you're gonna have a drink, it's got to have a lid on it, and it can't be like back where the food is. It's got to be like where the registers are or something like that. Like you can't have it near the food because that's considered cross contamination. So I don't know.
What do you care?
Shit,
You don't even wash your own chicken.
when I used to work, that's how it was when I worked fast food, man.
That one day.
That one damn day, I remember that bitch told me, so you can't have a drink back here. I'm like, it's hot. You can have it up here by the registers. You can't have it back here. It's you'll get
Uh,
you'll get us in trouble if the help man comes in.
What about
hey, I can hear that motherfucker. Like, it's too fucking hot back here, bitch.
Carla?
I'm
Did
on
she let you
swing.
have? Did Carla let you have something to drink?
You could have bottled water, but you had to keep it on your person. You couldn't have it like sitting on the table. Whatever
That
you
was
had to have a lid on it, and it had to be in your person or on your person. So I had to I kept a bottle of water in my pocket.
at the cafeteria.
I was in the cafeteria. I think I know the drinks have to have a lid on it, but I'm almost 1,000% positive, unless that bitch was just being a bitch, that they can't be back there where the food is. I know they can't be where you're fucking making the food. It was you had to keep your drinks up by the register.
Rev, you need to go there and tell her that we will pay her to come on air for an
I
interview.
ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
That it would be
That
such a
woman
good
don't
interview.
like. That woman don't like me.
She racist, huh?
But she can make a couple
I'm
hundred
not.
bucks.
I'm not saying she's racist. I'm saying she just didn't like me.
Well, give us the name of the school so we can call and talk to her.
I'm not gonna do that.
Boss man saying we could talk to her. You call her a boss man?
I'll get me and Schmidt will call.
No.
It was Schmidt's idea anyway.
Uh,
So what? Getting by. Same here. Have a good one. You too, man.
hey, motherfucker, you need to be inside that damn restaurant. You don't need to be doing no goddamn curbside. You need to go in there and give them your little 4-digit code.
So I'm coming through this fucking gated community with a guard. I'm having to let him scan the receipt.
I don't get it. Shelby Mom has to do those thumbnails on purpose.
How are we looking, Punch?
It's 21-10.
Mighty sad. Uh,
Fatal's looking
Told you,
great
Punch.
all of a
I'm
sudden.
like,
Fatal's looking great again.
Just like
damn,
Boss Man
Rev really
said.
trying to get me back for this shit.
That's the second time Joe Burrows has screwed me.
You should listen to me, Rev.
Hey, you fucking know the game had already started by the time we asked you. Couldn't go back.
Hey.
Should have asked you and got the
Hey,
damn time
I said it
guess.
the other day when someone asked me the other day. I think it was Monday. Someone asked me. I said Ravens.
Who asked you?
I forget what it was. Someone asked me about it.
Nah,
Motherfucker was listening to us talk while he was asleep.
I'm not lying. Go back and listen to it.
well, just tell me.
I don't remember the exact. Dude, my memory's so bad. I don't remember what I did yesterday. Alone Monday.
Well, you remember what you did in high school?
Dude, I remember my 4th birthday party.
You got short-term memory loss.
Man,
Nah, that motherfucker got selective memory loss.
Selective.
nope. Ask my children. They get mad at me. I repeat the same thing over and over and over.
That's what that is. He picks and chooses what he has memory loss of.
You know, I bet you. I want to know if the you think synthetic oil is a racket?
No,
Gotta be, right?
I used to think that, but once I learned a little bit about it, I, I don't think it's a racket. What it is, the molecules are smaller than petroleum,
Boogeyman says
so
Boss Man's the fountain of knowledge. I don't know about
it
that.
gets into the cracks and crevices and reduces more friction than petroleum. Just because I thought it was made out of petroleum, but it's not. Some of it's made out of natural gas, which I don't understand how they do it. But
Boogeyman says, Boss Man, you said the Bengals.
no, I didn't.
Boogeyman pays a lot of close attention, man.
Boogeyman
Okay,
doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground.
That motherfucker loved bowling like a brother.
Super love boss, man.
I bet you bunch of hoe didn't know your Xbox could control the whole computer.
I didn't know I could get Netflix on my damn Game Boy Switch.
You can get everything, punks. Rev.
I was looking through that damn Nintendo store today, and I'm like, shit, they got Netflix on there? I'm watching Netflix, man.
Rev's gonna be missing deliveries because he's watching Netflix.
Well, I don't have a hotspot, so I couldn't use it in here.
On your phone, you should have a hotspot.
Oh, I got on my phone. I'm talking about on
Lindsay
the Switch. I
Man.
don't have a-
Oh, Lindsay Man says breaking news. Chick-fil-A is very Christian franchise, hence the Sundays off. I guess they are a bit more conservative than the other fast food. Plus, their food is pretty good. They do chicken tortillas. I think soup.
They
Or
got,
tortilla soup. Yeah, I like that too.
oh
They,
yeah, Chick-fil-A.
Very conservative.
Chick-fil-A is an awesome company, and I hope I get to work for them.
And then I think it's
All you do wants to tie that chicken.
In and out. If you look at the bottom of the In and Out cups, there's a Bible verse. I think they're a Christian company too.
Hello sa Old Park Gaming.
Next time you get a drink, punch look on the bottom. It'll say like John 3:16 or something.
I think what I sent Angel got.
Hey, keep all that holy roly stuff out of my restaurants.
Well, it's not holy roller. That's just the Bible verse. I don't think you know what a holy roller is.
All that. I only believe in one verse.
Sharing my channel link again.
Do on the others before they do on to you.
The not so golden rule.
3:16, right?
The not so golden
That's the
rule.
only Bible verse. Yeah, that's the only Bible verse that I remember.
Holy shit, the
Isn't that
backup
Austin
is coming in
3:16?
and throwing touchdowns.
Is that what that is,
Damn
Punch?
it, Red. What?
That's Austin 316, right?
No, I
Austin
got that from
316
San
was
Francisco.
I just whipped your ass.
Yeah, I got doing another for they do on the U from San Francisco.
Hold on just a minute.
That was a great show, Punch. Gosh, that was so
Yeah.
funny.
Well, I say it was a great show up until the fourth season.
Is that with the
Like
season
really
without
didn't like
Fred?
it. No, it was like third, middle, fourth.
Yeah, because there was a season where there was a contract dispute and it was all about Grady. But
Right.
Grady was
It
great
was
too.
like in the middle. It was good for his part, but I mean, like, I don't know. It was all right. There was a couple of them that were good, but not the whole thing. But by the
Remember
time
when
Fred
when
actually came back, the show was already done for.
Fred and Grady had dates coming over and Lamont was there? And Fred said, "Ladies, I'm ready, Freddie. This is Shady Grady." And that's left out Lamont. Lamont was always just, "Pops, don't say that." And on Esther, dude, on Esther and Fred, oh my gosh, that was classic.
Classy Freddy Glassy.
No, Fred Sanford. Freddie Blassie was good.
I know you're
He
talking
got
about
some-
Fred Sanford. I was kidding.
He got some big heat out here in Los Angeles back in the day. Big time.
Yeah, this whole time I thought Red fucked with me. Yeah, he's over here making me go down with him. He took me down.
I can't believe how good this backup quarterback's playing.
He ain't scoring no touchdowns, so he can't be that damn good.
But it's not easy to be a backup and come in and start scoring, man. As long as you're moving the ball, killing the clock.
Look at this
Keeping
dude.
Burrow off the
Look
field.
at this dude. That was a perfect throw. That's a backup throwing 50-yarders. How the fuck did we care? We couldn't trade for this guy? This is what I'm talking about with the Browns. We had Dobbs. Fuck you, Jimmy. You broke bitch. You traded fucking Dobbs because you didn't want to spend more money. You broke bum. Why else would they have traded Dobbs? They got an asset and they were able to cut fucking salary. And they thought they had their backup. That shows you how great Stefanski is. Steve, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Get your daughter, pack your shit up, and get out.
Who's Cleveland's quarterback now, Pesci?
I don't know, some
Is it
dude
that
that was working
low?
at Burger King in the beginning of the year, and now they've recalled him back from Burger King.
It's the Fabio's delivery guy.
No, it's worse. It's the guy that got fired from Fabio's.
No, the one he's talking about is the motherfucker in Las Vegas.
Remember that guy that the Browns played? We got beat 27-3 against the Ravens. The rumor, obviously the guy that won us those couple games, he's still there. But the rumor is they're going to go back to that one kid because the coach thinks he could play. And you know what? You got rid of Dobbs, Stefanski. He's competed at both spots he's been this year. Even though Arizona wasn't winning, he was covering some spreads. And that'll go a long way in this league. Trust me on that.
Where's he playing now? Minnesota?
Uh-oh, Lindsey Mann says, I just read Bret Hart book. He cheated on his wife multiple times, which was sad, but he gave us so much information about the Dynamite Kid. He was a piece of shit. This is Lindsey Mann.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Brett was screwing Sonny.
Well, Brett actually said he cheated on his wife, but Sonny wasn't one of them.
That's
He
not what I
claimed.
heard all the guys say.
He claimed. No, Sean even said he was joking around. Brett said when Sean said that, Sean was fucking her.
Oh yeah, he was.
No,
yeah, for
it
sure.
was when he said sunny days. He was talking about it wasn't Brett. It was Bulldog. It was actually Bulldog.
Yeah. But he
No.
directed it towards Brett, though, Punch. That's why
Yeah.
I saw Bret Hart talk about this in an interview because he goes, when Sean said that, he was probably screwing with her. He goes, yeah, he admitted he had bad marriage. His wife was nasty. Remember his wife was in that documentary? I'm like, damn, that's his wife? It looks like the bitch you hire to babysit your kids. She was ugly. She was in that documentary they did where they didn't know Brett had the camera on when he got screwed. And she's all over that documentary because he's talking to her about what he should do when his contract's up. That bitch was ugly.
Well, Brett wasn't the greatest looking guy when he was young, so
But
who
he was
knows
still
when
a
he got married.
professional wrestler. At the end of the day, he's been a wrestler. He wrestled with his dad when he was younger. Dude was a wrestler. He was in shape. He shouldn't have been with that fucking ugly fucking... That girl was ugly.
I was watching this thing on Facebook the other day. They had the story of when Brett turned heel, and they had Pillman and the Hart Foundation. They were waving the Canadian flags. They showed that promo where Brett said, "If you were to give the United States an enema, you'd stick the hose right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania." That was a
He loved that
classic
line.
line, dude. He goes,
Yeah.
I don't mean that. He goes, I didn't even come up with that line. I think it was Pat Patterson.
Boss man.
Yeah.
I'm going back to what we were talking about earlier. I'm going to be in the minority when I say this, probably, but I always liked the Jeffersons better than Sanford and Son.
Jeffersons were good. They were really good. They were spinoff. Spinoff of All in the Family. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they were. I found more humor in, the antics of the late great Sherman Hemsley. Oh, Red Fox he had his funny moments, but like it just got too, it was too
Predictable.
I don't know. It got to be, too. What's the word I'm looking for? Not predictable, but damn. No, fucking.
Repetitive.
It was. It was too repetitive. It was damn. He was doing. He grabbed his chest. Oh Lord, or
He ran out of jokes.
fucking. Old fish-eyed fool, and damn. Here I come, Elizabeth and Esther. What was her name?
On Esther.
Here I come, Elizabeth.
Aunt Esther. Old dog-faced woman, whatever you call her.
But see, Punch, you got it. I keep calling you Punch, Rev. You got to remember.
We both look alike, Rev and I.
Well, I get sometimes it's because of my fibromyalgia. It affects my
I'll tell you this,
speech.
you took a picture of both of their hands and you put their hands next to each other, they look alike.
You got to remember,
There's no
Rev,
color.
but when we were watching that show back in the day, dude, it was so revolutionary. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, wow, I can't believe they're doing this. Dropping the N-word. It was just like, wow, dude, this is crazy.
Who are you talking about? Your Pinecone boys again?
Nah, Sanford and Son.
I don't know, man. It was just like, like the Jeffersons was just, it was
Well,
just
that was pretty predictable too. I mean,
I found it more humorous than, than Sanford. So,
But
I mean,
dude, the one that was the best was All in the Family, hands down.
All
that
in the
was-
Family was good.
Well, of course he's gonna
that-
say that.
That was because all
Is it-
of
is
all
about
their
a racist
spin-offs,
guy.
of all their spin-offs, that was the best one. Because they were spin-off Jefferson's, Maude,
Of course, hey,
And then off of
Boogie Man,
Maude
of course
came,
he would like the
Good
show that
Times.
was about the racist guy. Didn't he do blackface in that show once?
no.
Yeah, he did. Look it up because there was a show where he was wearing black clown mask. Look it up. And he points at his face. This was the racist comment he made. Some lady was scared or whatever. And he pointed at his face and he goes, "Not even one of them would like you either." Talking to the lady. He pointed at his face. Look
Archie
it up.
Bunker did that?
Archie Bunker did blackface. And then he
Remember that?
cracked a joke on black dudes. And he referred to them as not even one of them would like you either.
You know, I'll tell you this, boss man, and you remember this show. I liked All in the Family, but I think the very best of Carol O'Connor was fucking whatever In the Heat of the Night, man. I grew up watching that show, man. That was
You can
my
look it up, boss man. But
Yeah, I
then-
am. Yeah, you're right. I remember it now.
Okay, now you're okay. Yeah, dude, you know me. I'm not gonna just say
It looks
Archie
like
Bunker
Grant-
did blackface and didn't make a
It
joke.
looks
'cause-
like Granny's mask.
Yeah, and the joke he cracked, I forget what was going on, but he just pointed his face. He goes, "Not even one of them," something like that.
Let me
I was
see.
like, "Whoa!" You'd have to watch the scene, but it was. He definitely doesn't. They do a joke that's involving black people there. That would never fly today. That's what's hilarious. You probably have a better chance fucking stealing an airplane than that happening.
And I'll tell you another show that I never got into. I've watched every episode, but I did not understand why everybody was so infatuated with it. Was damn the Honeymooners.
Nah, that was
Reverend, I
classic
never
for
watched
its
that
time.
shit. He said everybody
Yeah,
watched.
I
never watched
couldn't
that
figure out why
bullshit.
everybody.
Hey, hang on. Let me listen to this Archie Bunker. It's only a minute. Hang on.
Let him listen to it so he can reference
don't put
the
up.
fucking joke.
Oh.
First
Really,
down,
yeah,
yeah.
I remember that
This
one.
game's about to go over,
Every-
bunch.
Every
Kid's
time
going
he
over.
says something, you guys talk.
Oh, all right.
We'll get off of here and listen to it.
Yeah, what an idiot. He never has a day when he sounds smarter.
I mean, if I want to listen to something that bad, I mean, shit.
Right. You want to hear the racist comment the guy made?
I remember my favorite thing on Nick at Night was damn either Taxi or
Yeah, I watched
Lucy.
Taxi. I was a Taxi watcher.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch many shows like that. Like, I didn't watch
Yeah,
Jeffersons or that.
Yeah,
I watched Taxi.
Taxi and I Love Lucy, man. Those are the.
And I've seen that show
Because I love Lucy.
that show that Funjo watches. I've seen all those Married with Children. I didn't like them maybe as much as he does. But I've seen them all. I like the majority of it. I
Okay,
like Al
Pesci,
Bundy.
here's what he says. Here's what he said. He goes, do you have any... He goes into a hospital room. Some lady's in there, and he goes, oh, I was looking for a young lady. He goes, by the way, do you have any cold cream? And she goes, what for? And he goes, look at me. Cold cream is white. And then she gets on the phone, and she says, there's some fat black man in here. I'm afraid he's going to rape me. And Archie Bunker says, what do you mean, fat black man? I wouldn't want to rape you, and neither would one of them.
Yeah, neither was
That's-
one of them.
I didn't find that racist.
Holy shit. It says somebody in the chat's name is JuneGirl77, aka Junebug. Remember when I used to say Junebug? Wow.
Yeah,
Man,
boss
Rev,
man, like I
you
was. Yeah, I know.
trying to get me back Monday night, motherfucker.
Huh?
You trying to get me back for Monday night?
Man, it was looking promising. I didn't realize if I'd have known old Joe Burrows was gonna fucking get
No, they had to
choked
kick a
out,
field
man,
goal. They
I
didn't
would.
score a touchdown. You guys are still in
I
it.
told you, Rev. Listen to me.
You're a liar.
I was and I was telling him earlier. I was telling him just a minute ago, boss man. You know my go-to on Nick at Night was damn Taxi and I Love Lucy, man. That was
And I just
my
never got
favorite
into
show.
Taxi for some reason. I should go back and rewatch it, but I just never could
God,
get into it.
Danny DeVito is just he's so good in it, man. He's so good and damn
Damn, she's an American girl. Hello, June girl.
damn Danny DeVito is so good in it, and fucking Andy Kaufman just steals the show in everything. I don't even know. He's just like he just mumbles.
Nah. Well, as a kid, my favorite show was Happy Days.
I love Happy Days. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love Happy Days. I
Happy
love
Days
me
was
some.
okay. I only
Yeah,
And
watch
even
shows like
even
that
Laverne
though
and
because
Shirley was good.
there was nothing to watch back in the day. There was no Netflix or anything. I don't think I would ever watch those shows unless I was forced to watch them. I'll be honest about that. Like Happy Days was
Laverne and
okay,
Shirley was good until
but
they
I
moved to
didn't love it. I
California.
thought Laverne and Shirley was trash. I'll tell you the ones I
Once
thought
they
were
moved,
trash. These are the ones I thought were trash. Now this is just my opinion. Fuck Perfect Strangers, thought it was trash. Laverne and Shirley, trash. Frasier, trash. I don't even think I've ever even watched one episode of Frasier, but I'm gonna call it trash. Third Rock from the Sun, I thought was trash. Everybody
Trash.
loved that. I thought it was trash. I didn't watch enough Three's Company to say it was trash or not.
oh, dude,
I love John
Three's
Ritter.
Company was great. Three's Company was great.
But to me, Andy Griffin was trash. And
What? Are you kidding?
Dick Van Dyke was trash. Mary Tyler
Oh my
Moore was
gosh.
trash.
Ah.
Mork and Mindy was great. Um,
All the movies are trash to me.
Oh, let me ask you this,
Oh,
Pesci.
sure.
What Mork was a spinoff?
if
of
Family
what
Matters
show?
didn't have Urkel, they would have been trash.
Pesci. Mork was a spinoff of what show?
Melrose Place was a good show. I liked
Oh
Melrose
my
Place.
Well, that's like
gosh.
saying if Will Smith was in Fresh Prince, it would have been trash.
Melrose Place and
Comparing that
90210
to
I
her.
watched.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna take away your man card.
Well, no, 90210, there was a lot of hot chicks on that show, boss man, when I was younger, and
So,
I used to watch Saved by
Pesci.
the Bell.
Pesci, Mork was a spinoff of what show?
Mork and Mindy.
No, that was a spinoff of what show? You know, Rev?
Some hokey shit.
Happy Days.
Filipino Raquel is the queen, June Bug. She's the queen. Queen Raquel.
Mork and Mindy was a spinoff.
Thank
of
you, my
Happy
queen,
Days.
for the raid.
Well, we are taking considerations depending on how you look.
Robin Williams came on there and just the whole cast was cracking up, and they're like, "Man, this guy needs a show. Because he was Mork on the show, and they're like, we got to make a spin-off of this."
I said that. I said Andy Griffith, Third Rock from the Sun, Frasier, they were trash. And
Dude,
these are-
Andy
this is
Griffith
just my
was great.
opinion. 90210
See,
was great. Boss Man doesn't
I-
like chicks like we do. There was a lot of hot. That's where Kelly went.
It
Kelly
was
from
just
Saved
such
by the
a.
Bell went there, and she was getting
was
fucked
just-
on that show. That was
it
a
was just
good
such a,
show.
It was just such a social. Preppy
90210
kind of
wasn't a good show. When you got to see a lot
Nah,
of
it
those
was
beautiful
horrible.
women. If Lindsay Mann says Third Rock was awesome, I think a lot of people like Third Rock, Lindsay. I just was not one of them.
All that shit was garbage.
Pesci thought Tori Spelling was hot.
No, she was
That
not my
motherfucker
favorite on there. I'm
said
not gonna lie
MASH.
about that. I'm not
You
gonna
know,
lie about
MASH.
that.
I couldn't
I
stand
was
MASH when it
I
was
was into
on.
Shannon Doherty. I was into Shannon Doherty mainly on that show, and
Couldn't
Kelly
stand
Kapowski
MASH when
was-
it was
Still
on,
alive?
but I've seen a couple episodes that were funny.
I didn't think none of them was funny. It's kind of
Lindsay
like
Mann
Frasier.
says Third Rock was
I could watch
awesome.
that movie.
What about
I could
Cheers,
watch that
Fishy?
show all day. None.
MASH
That's
was
another
great.
hokey one.
What's funny is I got Frank a picture of MASH signed by all the people, and I accidentally bought 2 of them, and I have the other one hanging on my wall.
What about Cheers, Pesci? Did you like Cheers?
Cheers, not enough to where I binge watched it. No, it was
What-
okay.
What about Family Ties?
What the hell's Family Ties?
Michael J. Fox.
No,
I thought that was Silver Spoon. Oh yeah,
that
you're
was
right.
like that
You
was
think
like.
of Ricky Schroeder.
Here's my thing. A good show to me was like, oh, you'll watch it no matter what. I would have never watched Family Ties. That was back in the day where you had limited shit to watch at certain hours of the day. So
Family
if
Ties was funny.
on, that means there was nothing on. And I was at a house that didn't have HBO. Hello,
Family
Nicole.
Ties was funny. The parents were hippies, and Michael J.
June
Fox
Girl,
was
a.k.a.
a conservative.
June Bug, or Julia, says she likes Family Ties. All right, yes.
Oh, Family
some
Ties
people-
was great.
My favorite part about Family Ties was the credits. After that, it just felt like, no.
And dude, that chick was hot. The sister, Mallory,
Boogeyman says Days of Our Lives. No, I didn't go that
Justine Bateman.
far. I never
used to
did
love
soap
Days of Our
operas.
Lives.
I
Days of Our
watched
Lives was awesome.
90210 because
Yeah.
I liked all the women in that show.
Days of Our Lives was great during the 80s.
Jackson says, remember me. Bill Bones says Home Improvement was pretty trash.
I never watched that.
I'm gonna say this about Home Improvement, Bill Bones. It wasn't bad. There was some moments where Tim Allen could be real funny. I think they put too much emphasis on the kids, and those kids were not funny. Tim Allen was funny.
What about Bosom
Bill,
Buddies?
she said, Bill, yes, Growing Pains. I didn't love Growing Pains. That was another one that if I watched it, it was because there was nothing else on, and I was watching those things. I didn't love it. There was parts, but I got to admit, I didn't watch a million Growing Pains episodes. Roseanne, I watched a lot of. I
What
liked
about Bosom
Roseanne.
Buddies? Did you like Bosom Buddies?
Never watched that.
Tom Hanks, and I forget the guy's name. They dressed up like women.
I thought fucking Perfect Strangers was trash, though. Hated it. Hated it.
Is that the
remember
one?
Remember The Living Color? Hated it.
Is that Perfect Strangers? Is that the one that had Yakov Smirnoff?
Yakov Smirnoff. I have no idea.
He came from Russia.
I didn't really watch it like that. I only watched a few episodes of Perfect Strangers, but it would always be on at one point.
I don't
'Cause
know
I used
that
to
I
watch
watched
Nick
much
at
of it.
Night. I watched Nick at Night for certain shows, but when they would put Perfect Strangers on there or Laverne and Shirley, I hated those both.
Did you watch The Munsters on Nick at Night?
I didn't love that show either, but I loved
Oh, that was a great show.
the credits. I would
I
always
didn't
watch
like.
it.
I didn't like Adam's Family.
How funny could you be when shows were in black and white? You didn't really have an option to be funny.
Oh, they were still funny.
It's a man's world, says Boogeyman.
Did you ever see Car 54? Where are you? On Nick at Night. That's probably before your time. Did you ever watch Dragnet, Pesci? That was on Nick at Night. How about you, Punch? Did you ever see Dragnet?
Give me 2 minutes. I got fucking something in my tooth. I had to brush it out. I'm literally brushing my teeth.
Hey, Punch. We lose Punch?
The motherfucker's been gone.
No, he hasn't.
You know how it is.
He just said he watched Days of Our Lives in the big house.
Did he? Yeah. Well,
He
you only
said
had
that,
three,
yeah.
You only had 3 channels in there. I don't blame him.
I was kind of surprised they watched that in there.
But they didn't watch it in the prison I was in. If they did it on their own TV. Remember Bones?
Did you ever see?
You had your own
did you
TV
ever-
in there?
Did you ever see
Not like
Dragnet,
that, Kenny.
Petchy?
What?
Did you ever see Dragnet on Nick at Night?
Yeah, that one was okay.
Dude, I love that show. Just the way they talked. Just the facts, man. It was just
Yeah. No, that one wasn't bad for the time.
like the dialogue was
for an
super
older
rapid.
show.
Like the second someone got done talking, the next guy was talking.
I like Boy Meets World.
I never watched that. So you're
yeah.
you're what, about 10 years younger than me?
Probably.
What are you, 50? I'm sorry, 43 or something?
No, I'm 40.
40. Yeah, I'm 13 years older than you. Dude, something we used to love to watch was People's Court.
Magnum PI I never seen, so I can't really comment. And A-Team I never seen, so I can't even comment.
A-Team was good. I never watched Magnum PI.
When I was young, A-Team was like old by that time. It was already like past its. That wouldn't have probably ever been one I got into. Like my dad tried to watch Andy Griffith, and I never liked it.
See, I think I like Andy Griffith because I can relate to it growing up in West Virginia. And
Probably.
plus, Don Knotts is my cousin, so I always loved him.
And people loved him from Three's Company.
Oh my gosh, he was great. Mr. Roper was great.
I didn't watch enough
Furley.
Three's Company to hate it or like it, because I'll be honest, I didn't see many episodes of that, but I used to watch the credits. So I've seen the credits a million times. They come and knock on my door shit.
Suzanne Summers was so hot, dude. And then she got in a contract dispute. What's that?
I
never watched Baywatch.
Yeah, I never.
I gotta
watched
be honest,
Baywatch
I never
either.
watched one episode of Baywatch.
The only one I saw was when WCW was on there. Ric Flair and I think Vader was on there.
I saw clips from that. That's about it. Obviously, I've seen what the girls look like, but I never watched an episode of.
Pamela Anderson. Oh man.
Yeah, I never seen it.
See, Pesci, All in the Family was meant to make fun of racist people, conservatives, Republicans. So it wasn't that they were trying to be racist. They were exposing racists. So you guys probably don't remember Different Strokes, right?
Yeah, it has the best intro, best theme song.
And there was a spin-off called Facts of Life.
I don't like that one.
I liked it because the girls.
There's only two of them that were hot.
You know, yeah, Blair.
The one that was always a bitch, and Tussie or whatever her name is.
Well, but you know
Oh,
what?
me.
For a weird reason, I like Joe too. Even though she was kind of, I'm gonna say butch looking, but something about her was like, and I can't remember who her brother is.
That's why
He's-
you like Mermaid. You said she looks like Joe.
One Day at a Time was good. The Love Boat was good.
But that's only because there were celebrities on there.
And Barney Miller was good. Benson was good. The Odd Couple was good.
Damn,
Reverend, are you
what,
back?
man?
Huh?
Are you back?
I never really
Thank
got
you,
into
Emily.
Alf.
What
I
happened?
never really got into Alf. A lot of people like that show.
Too hokey.
Yeah, that was too hokey for me too. I agree. I didn't love Elf. I had Elf the stuffed animal. I remember when they were giving it away at Burger King. I remember I was collecting those.
Webster was pretty good.
I like Mork and
Never
Mindy.
watched it.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy. Did you hear my trivia question, Rev?
I did not know.
Mork and Mindy was a spin-off of what TV show?
Oh, the Happy Days.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you mean spin-off? How was it a spin-off of Happy Days?
Mork was on Happy Days. And
Brother.
and he was so funny, the whole cast was just cracking up. And they said, we gotta do a spin-off. He needs his own show.
Oh. How many seasons did
Henry-
this go for?
What's that?
Yeah.
How many seasons did they do?
Mork and Mindy? Let's see, I have a
Three, I
list.
Two or three.
Nah, they were longer than that
Because
because
he probably went into acting real quick, so they probably couldn't hold him that long.
um,
He would have been a big. They probably wanted him in movies quick.
well, remember
What?
Jonathan Winters came on.
That was definitely a guy that we lost too early.
Yeah. Ted McGinley was good on there.
Let's see, Mork and Mindy, 78. Oh, it doesn't say. Wow.
It's probably 2 or 3 seasons. I don't think it
No,
lasted
it was well into the 80s. He might have done both movies and Mork and Mindy. I don't know that for a fact, but
The only thing I remember from Perfect Strangers was the damn theme song.
That's what I said. I didn't, and I don't even think I liked the show. Every time I never could get into that show.
it was 4 seasons, Rev.
4 seasons. Oh, I was close.
It was canceled this summer of '82. That's weird that it was canceled. It got kind of weird with Jonathan Winters. I didn't care for it as much then. Newhart was a funny show.
Newhart was good,
Only thing
yeah.
I liked about that show was the credits as well. I
My
never
brother
watched it.
Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
I tried to watch it a couple times. I didn't like it. It was too hokey for me. Bob Newhart.
Oh, you know, one that was good was Night Court. That was a great show. Welcome Back, Cotter. That was a good one.
I liked the beginning
I-
of that one. I watched a few episodes of that, but I didn't love it.
I
I
loved
just used to like the
Silver.
welcome back.
I
and
love
you know,
Silver
it never did it.
Spoons.
Hi, Kimmy.
I love Silver Spoons. People laugh at me for that. You know, one I never got into was WKRP in Cincinnati. I just never watched it enough. Mama's Family was funny.
But Mama's Family was good. Mama's Family, I'll tell you here.
I wasn't a Mama's Family guy
Rev's
either. That was too hokey.
Rev's grandfather went to school with a young Andy Griffith.
Wow. My uncle went to school with Don Knotts, and I'm related to Don Knotts on my grandfather's side. He's our
and my aunt, my dad's sister, used to clean Andy Griffith's beach house that he had over in it was in Topsail Beach, I think it was. It was somewhere. One of the beach. He owned a big, huge beach house over there on Figure 8 Island over there in Wilmington, I believe. But she used to clean his house.
Pesci doesn't like Family Ties. That was a great show.
But did she know Kenny Bowling though? That's a factor though, Riff. She knew all these celebrities, but did she ever knew the great Kenny Bowling?
I don't know. I don't know if she knew. I don't know if she ever actually met Andy Griffith. She used to clean his house up. She worked for a company that cleaned
did she ever clean Kenny Bowling's house? That's the main celebrity around here.
I don't think so.
This one's way before your guys' time. Alice. That was a good show. They had that waitress Flo.
From the Brady Bunch?
Brady Bunch was great.
No, are you talking about Alice?
Oh, no. Alice was a show. It was...
What's up, buddy?
What is all that? It was...
that was
Phoenix.
a Nickelodeon show. I like that one.
Alice based in Phoenix, and it was about a restaurant called Mel's Diner, and there was a waitress. The main character was like the straight character, and the smart ass, her name was Flo, and her line was "Kiss my grits, Mel." It was pretty funny.
I like Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah, One Day at a Time was good too. With Valley Burton. Petticoat Junction was great. I never got into Coach. I never thought Coach was that good.
I like Coach. I really did. I like Coach. Damn, Jerry Van Dyke made the show, man. He was.
I know a lot of people love Coach. I didn't love Coach. I did not love Coach.
And you know one that I did. I mean, I watched it at times, but I never liked the Cosby. I never liked the Cosby Show that great, and it was a huge hit.
Oh God, he made
Same here.
$400 million.
I didn't love Cosby either. I didn't love Cosby.
I loved it. I was in love with the oldest daughter. Yeah, she was hot. I forget her name.
You know, I'll go ahead and say it.
Bill Cosby will always be known as Dr. Huxtable.
Greatest sitcom comedy of all time, Seinfeld. Gotta be hands down.
Yeah, Seinfeld was really good.
Seinfeld I liked, but I think Office was the best ever.
Oh, yeah, The Office, they run a close yeah.
Office was good. I
think Michael made me laugh way harder than Jerry ever did.
Well, Jerry wasn't funny.
Kramer was more funny in that. Yeah.
I always thought Seinfeld could do without Jerry, but it couldn't do without any of the other characters. And another one I didn't like was Who's the Boss?
Yeah, no, George was great. George is very underrated.
Yeah, George was great. George was
You know, George is based off of that's Larry David. That's Jerry's friend Larry David when they were growing up.
He co-writer of the show.
Yeah. I didn't like Who's the Boss, and I didn't like
No.
Growing Pains.
I didn't like Who's the
Growing
Boss, and I didn't
Pains.
like Growing Pains either. But I gotta be honest, I didn't watch a lot of Who's the Boss. And the ones I did watch, they never hooked me, so put it that way. I did
Yeah,
watch
tell
a
me,
lot
you
of
like
Married with
Night-
Children, though. Married with Children, I think I saw a shitload of. Probably more than almost any of the other shows. That and Roseanne. Believe it or not, I watched a lot of Full House, but I never loved Full House. I always thought it was corny. He
I
said
had
Home Improvement
Full
was the
House
GOAT.
I couldn't get into.
I don't know, BC. I thought Tim Allen was great, and I thought there was a lot of funny, but I thought the kids kind of dragged it down for me.
I never watched that show.
Tool Time. No, it was, okay, the skit. If it would have just been him and freaking what's his name? Richard. Richard, what's his name? If it would have just been him and Al. What the hell is his name? Richard something. If it would have just been like him and Al just doing fucking skits, and they wouldn't have had his family life. If that would have just been them doing skits, that would have been a fantastic show.
Dude, here's one. You guys, way before your time. The $6 Million Man, the Bionic Woman. Oh, man, those are great shows. Bewitched, that was a great show.
Which I Dream of Genie, that was
I'm gonna
good.
go get that magic.
Oh,
I miss that
God.
magic.
I'll
Remember-
tell you one that was that. I'll tell you one that was my mom VCR recorded every episode. Every episode was the damn Waltons.
No, couldn't get into that.
She loved her some Waltons, man. It was the most boring show in the world to me. I couldn't.
Now you're
how
just
are you
naming
watching
shows,
this?
Boogeyman.
Do you guys remember Andrew Dice Clay's routine about I Dream of Genie? He's talking about the outfit she wore. He goes, and it was kind of see-through. In fact, if you got close enough to the TV, you could see Bush. Come on, man. Chips is another good one. And here's one I didn't get into, Charles in Charge. I never liked that.
Because the show sucked.
Scott Baio, he was he was okay as
trash and
Chachi.
Who's the Boss? He was trash and everything.
Charlie's
Actually,
Angels.
Tony
was good.
Danza did good in Taxi. Taxi is a good show. It's not easy to get me in on shows. What's his name? Andy Kaufman was great in Taxi.
Oh yeah.
Vodka great.
Here's another one.
Danny
Doogie
DeVito was
Howser.
great.
I couldn't get into Doogie Howser either.
I didn't like that show either. Fuck that show. It's trash.
Dukes of Hazzard,
no.
Rev. Dukes of Hazzard was great.
I did not really care for Dukes of Hazzard.
Daisy
I
Duke.
like,
Woo.
I liked Boss Hog. Yeah,
Boss Hog
I liked
Outlaws.
it. Yeah, I liked a little bit of them.
Boss Hog
I
Outlaws
don't
is the
know,
name of a rap group in Texas.
Oh, you had to like Daisy Duke. Come on.
I like Jessica Simpson's Daisy Duke.
Oh, and here's another good one you guys probably don't remember. Fantasy Island. That was a great
Yeah, that's
show.
more. That sounds like
With the
more of
midget.
your life.
Yeah.
With the midget, the plane. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Gilligan's Island on Nick at Night. That
Oh.
was another good
Oh
one.
yeah, Gilligan's Island.
And I love Gimme a Break. That was a good one. You guys probably don't remember that one. Good Times was good.
I was
Oh.
gonna say, have you mentioned Good Times?
Here you go, Pesci, Nick at Night. Did you ever watch Green Acres?
Didn't like it.
Oh,
I
gosh.
used to
What
watch
about
it for the
Hogan's?
credits. Some of the shows I like the credits. Like I love the beginning of Green Acres. Green Acres is the place for me. Farming life is whatever. The rest goes. Land.
What about
And he
Hogan's
goes, and then that
Heroes?
bitch goes, "Keep on bringing me countryside," or whatever she said.
Never a fan of Hogan's Heroes.
was a
Didn't
slut.
care for
Oh,
MASH.
dude.
She
Hogan's
was an early
Heroes was-
slut.
Hogan's Heroes was great, dude.
That
Now,
girl
see,
in Green
Pesci-
Acres was like one of the earliest sluts of television.
Pesci, you got to remember she had a twin, also Zsa Zsa.
Just
And they,
as
I
slutty.
mean, I don't know which one was the slutty one. Probably Zsa Zsa. There was a show that I didn't really care for called The Greatest American Hero, and my kid's godfather was in it. He was one of the
Liar!
students. No, I'm telling you, Don Cervantes. Look it up.
My kid's godfather. It sounds like some bowling shit.
No, it's true. Look it up. Don Cervantes. Growing Pains, I didn't like. Gunsmoke, I didn't like. Hawaii Five-O, didn't like.
Motherfucker kicking everybody, bro.
Hogan's Heroes was great. Home Improvement, man. The Incredible Hulk, dude. That was the one, man. That was so awesome. Back in the
I didn't
day.
even watch a lot of those. I should have. I didn't watch enough to say if I liked them or not. It looked kind of Hulk.
My youngest son, when I showed him, he's like, that Hulk's not even big, dude. Because he was used to the giant one on the cartoons. And you know what was so funny? That show, their biggest audience were women, like ages 30 to 50.
What show?
Incredible Hulk. It was weird. Because it was more of a drama, and the Hulk, there was only like 2 or 3 Hulk, where he hulked up and during the show. It was really a drama. But yeah, it didn't hit the audience they thought it was going to. Knight Rider was great. Kit.
I never watched that. Only watched the beginning credits. I got it as a ringer on my phone.
And I've never heard
Great
of
theme,
Life
shitty
Goes
show.
On. Life Goes On, I've never heard of it. I never heard of that show.
Car
Schmidt loved
54,
Knight Rider.
where are you?
No, I mentioned that one earlier.
Yeah.
Little House on
Yeah,
the Prairie, I couldn't really get into
Little
it.
Little House on the Prairie was that was a grandmama show.
Here's one I never actually watched it, MacGyver. I never watched that show.
I like MacGyver. I like, you know,
I only
MacGyver's
like
one
to
of those.
watch
like,
Little
if you're-
Prairie if I was like eating a meal. So I knew I would never have to feel
MacGyver
like
reminds
I remember Pesci, the books, Little House on the Prairie books were really good. I bought them for my daughters and they couldn't put them down. It was really good. Maude was a good show. That was a spinoff of Sanford and Son. Miami Vice. We never missed an episode of Miami Vice.
Dallas. That was good.
I didn't fuck with
I
that.
never watched
I
Moonlighting.
fucked with the Cowboys. Step by Step was pretty good, BC. I liked a lot of Step by Step. I did with Suzanne Summers.
That was my favorite one.
Step by Step.
Yeah, Al.
I never watched Moonlighting with Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd. Never watched it.
Well, I
Murphy
tell you,
Brown.
one of my favorite.
Never watched that.
One of my favorite TGIFs was damn fucking
Enjoy your
Hanging
lunch,
with Mr.
B.
Cooper.
I'm gonna cook some chicken soon for you.
Did you ever see
Hanging
My
with-
Three Sons on Nick at Night? Pesci?
I never watched the show, but I heard the theme. I like the theme music. My Three Sons. That's
The
my.
Odd Couple was good.
I used to fall
Hanging-
asleep by
hanging
the
with-
time Three Sons would come on.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
But I
let's
never
see,
watched
that
it to
was
say if I liked it or not. I just would watch the beginning.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
those
never
shows
got
I would
in.
listen to the beginning of the show and never watch the show.
I never
Green
got
Acres.
into Punky Brewster. I was a little bit too old for Punky Brewster.
So I don't like Punky
I'll
Brewster.
tell you, I liked
Little
I
Rascals
liked the
was good.
original. I liked the original Steve Harvey show. That was good. Whenever he was the high school teacher. That was a good show. But
Here's
Cedric
one.
Entertainer, where they-
Here's one I couldn't get into because I'm not into sci-fi. It was Quantum Leap. A lot of people love that show.
no,
And I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but I like Saved by the Bell. I thought it was a good show.
I told you,
But
you
I'm
got mad at
embarrassed.
me for liking
Oh, I-
90210 and you like
What?
Saved by the Bell?
But Saved by the
what's
Bell
wrong
was
with
just
Saved by the Bell?
it was just a stupid
90210 had
show.
way hotter chicks and it was a way better school.
I just thought it was a stupid kind of a show, and I liked it. I don't know. And I was in love
Well, in the
with
beginning
what's her
of it
name?
beginning of the show was like before Zach came there. What was it called before Saved by the Bell? Mrs. That one teacher.
Oh, Zach wasn't on there the whole time?
Yeah, he was always on there. Kelly and them weren't. Kelly was
Slater.
there, or Zach and Screech were there day one. They had a different crew in the beginning, and then they changed it.
But not
Then
Slater.
Slater and all them. came.
But it was originally called Mrs. Bliss. Some shit, Mrs. It wasn't called Saved by the Bell. It was
Really?
called something Mrs. Bliss at first, and then they.
I never seen the
then
Miss
they,
Bliss shit, but I seen that early Zach shit.
Well, Pesci, remember I said that I'm
You all right?
embarrassed to even. I said that I was embarrassed to even say that I liked that show. But
I seen every
did
Saved
not.
by the Bell they ever made. It was a good show for what it was, but I was into 90210 and Melrose Place. Those were the better shows.
All right, boss man. Well, let's change it up a little bit. What was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon growing up?
oh gosh, see, I had a lot of cartoons after school too, but I can't remember. I can't remember if they were Saturday morning. I don't think they were. No, Flintstones were made for adults, actually. Well, I like the Bugs Bunny, Speedy Gonzales, all those guys. They were great. Daffy Duck. There were so many cartoons that I liked, though. One of my favorite was Speed Racer. The Japanese.
I think two of my favorite that I remember watching every Saturday morning was freaking Mighty Mouse, and freaking Captain Caveman. Those were.
Yeah, I like.
Oh, I remember Captain Caveman!
Yeah.
That's
And
the only thing I
boy,
remember about that show.
And another one I'm embarrassed to say I liked were the Smurfs. I love the Smurfs.
Well, fuck the Smurfs.
Yeah,
That
I
was
like the
some corny
Smurfs.
shit.
Nothing wrong with the Smurfs. Why are you embarrassed about that?
There's another show that you guys should check out called Saint Elsewhere.
Gargamel reminds
That
me
was
of
a good,
Jake. I'll say that. And Bolin.
This world of Viren.
Starsky and Hutch was a good show. Star Trek, never could get into it, man.
Neither could
It
I. I
was
never got
so-
into Star Trek.
You had to be a freaking nerd to like that show.
Nothing wrong with being a nerd, but I could never get into Star Trek.
I never got into Twilight Zone.
He said he still watches 90210. Now that's a little bit different.
Oh, What's Happening? That was a great show with Rerun.
Oh shit, Bob the Odell! There goes Odell! And he's hurt.
Then you had the superhero ones when I was a kid, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man. Those are great. Oh, dude, you guys have to like this show, The Wonder Years.
It was alright. I didn't care
That
for
was-
it much. I tried to
that
watch
was-
it. I even tried to watch it on Netflix in row. I just could not get all the way through.
That was one of the best shows ever. I got my daughter, even she loved it. She's like, "Wow, this is a good show."
Even my daughter loved
Boy
it.
Meets World.
Well,
That's
it's
what I said.
my kids.
Bossman
my
didn't
kids
watch
don't
Boy
like-
Meets World. It was too political for that show.
My kids just don't like the shows from back when I was a kid. I tried to get them to watch them. They just don't like them. Very bored with them. There was a show, and I cannot remember the name of it.
Ren and Stimpy.
There was a guy who had white hair. Too Close for Comfort. That
I was a
good
big
one.
Beavis and Butthead fan.
Oh, dude,
I was
are
a
you
big-
kidding, man?
I love.
That was a great
I love
show.
Ren and Stimpy.
They
Okay,
used
okay,
to talk
boss
about
man.
that
Here
school,
you go.
and I was going to school at that time, so people were talking about that show at school.
See, the funny thing about Beavis and Butthead, Pesci, is you knew people liked that. It's like it reminded you of people you knew. I thought
Okay,
that
boss
was.
man.
Well, yeah, of course. I was selling weed and cigarettes by that age. All I had to do was hit
Boss
it one more
man,
time.
what other famous show was a spin-off of Beavis and Butthead, or came from
King of the
Beavis
Hill.
and Butthead?
Oh, King of the Hill.
Oh,
And I didn't love King of the
I
Hill.
don't think you would.
Schmidt
He
and
wouldn't
them
have
did.
got it.
I didn't love King of the Hill.
No, I knew
I don't mind it.
it was
I didn't love
Hank
it.
Hill, but that wasn't his name. That wasn't
Yeah,
his name.
was Mr. Anderson or
Beavis and
something
Butthead.
like that.
Anderson, yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
Are you the boys that
Mr.
came in here?
Kennedy! A bowling show. Fucking Punch love Kennedy.
Now Newhart was good. Newhart was good, and the Bob Newhart show was good too.
The
Those
credits,
are both good.
The credits were the only thing good about the Newhart show.
Okay, but you probably didn't see the Bob Newhart show. It was an
I
older show
I
from like
never
the
really
70s.
watched any of them. It just never really looked like a show I could get into.
Dude, it was great.
I'd always
someone
watch the
say
beginning
welcome
because I
back,
love
Cotter?
the music. I love the music
Yeah,
of
we
the
said
Newhart
welcome.
show.
We said welcome back, Carter. And here's another one that you guys probably don't remember this one. Soap. That was a great show. And Benson was a spinoff of that. Billy Crystal was in it. Soap. It ran 77 to 81, so you guys don't remember that. It was great.
Night Court was good.
Oh, dude, are you kidding? It was a great show.
I remember my grandma she'd be playing damn what was that one? What was that one that came on Nick and Night? It was like it wasn't very old. Was it WKR Cincinnati or something like
WKRP in
that?
Cincinnati.
I think he's at a push right now, Punch.
I never really got into that one. Barney Miller was a great show. I think that
The
was
over and
on
under, if the
too.
game ends like this, I think it's a push. Let me check and see if there's a crowded job.
You know, I'll tell you this. I was not a huge Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, no, he wins. It's 46.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Fatal just won his bet.
And dude, another one that was bad.
I told you, Baltimore. Hey, whose prediction was right? I said Baltimore ain't done scoring, Rev. And they just ran the score up to 34. I told you I know a little bit about football. When a team's rolling
Me
on
too.
offense,
I told you they were winning.
you
Are the
didn't tell
Bengals
us
still
shit.
at 10?
I know I didn't hear it.
Are the Bengals still at 10?
I think when I said the Ravens would win, didn't Fatal come in here on Monday and start making bets? It was really early in the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Monday I said that.
He bet the over and under.
Yeah. Did he go over or under?
It went over. You should have
Is that
known
what he-
that. You should have known that, for Christ's sakes. You were predicting.
No, I'm saying which did he pick?
He picked the over.
Okay. I didn't know.
I probably would have did the same if I was going to bet one of them.
Did you guys ever see the Gary Shandling show?
Not really.
No.
Heard about it.
That was
Never
good.
watched it.
It was a warrior time. It was like 89, 90.
I heard of that one.
Yo.
Gary Shandling was hilarious, dude.
What up, Jay Walks?
Oh,
Love you,
there it
brother.
is.
Oh, bro.
What's up, gentlemen? How are you? How are you?
Hopscotch. Hopscotch chant.
Oh shit, Bob Hazelwood's in the chat. This will be the Bengals' 15th straight loss in prime time on the road. Good to see you, Bob.
Hey, Bob, it's Jay Walks.
I would have knew that 3 hours ago.
Jay Walks says hello.
It's, let him know what the
Tag me
hopscotch,
down with it.
hopscotch app. Let him know what the hopscotch interested. Get going to Texas out there, you know?
No, yeah. Jay Walks is our underground hopscotch guy. He's gonna get an app going.
Are we live right now?
We're live. I was just
Oh,
talking to
he's probably
Hazelwood.
right?
How would I be
Jesus,
talking to
man.
Hazelwood if I wasn't live?
I didn't know if we were Discord and he popped the Discord. I can just talk myself, you know what I mean? Like, he's watching
Yeah.
the show. It's a popular show, you know, I'd watch it. If I was Hazelwood, so I understand why he's here. Infomercial time. Hazelwood, listen, I know you're in Texas, and you need a lot of money, but listen, $9.99 a month. Hopscotch app. Teach you how to play hopscotch correctly. You can't be a champion like me unless you can learn from the master. $9.99 a month. 1 year, you get a free month, okay? Don't try to hustle me for extra
1
month.
year you get a free month.
1 year, you get a free month. Someone's like, if I sign up for 2 years, 2 months, like, no, 1 month, asshole. 1 year, 1 month. 2 years, 1 month. Same thing. So,
Did you say
Hazelwood.
Did you say Hazelwood?
Yeah, Hazelwood.
Did you say
$9.99 a
Hazelwood's in here?
Yeah.
month. That she told me. I'm trying to, you know.
I'd had to cancel my
I didn't hear that.
WWE network to afford that.
I'm sorry, fast I was driving really fast. What?
Hazelwood said he'd have to cancel WWE network, so it might be a no-go.
Listen, there's people paying $13.99 a month for a chess app. That's fucking crazy. $9.99 a month, and you get exercise in my app. That's brain exercise. You do calisthenics. I teach you how to stretch your calves, your legs, quads, triceps, biceps. Lose weight, blood pressure goes down. Everything. Nosebleeds, no more nosebleeds, guys. Piss your bed, no more pee in your bed. Strictly exercise. Hopscotch. App. Champ.
That sounds
me.
like DDP yoga.
No, DDP yoga is a ripoff. All right, fucking guy. I'm telling you right now, he's trying to slime his way to my district, my area. You know, DDP. Fucking Diamond, your ass back to fucking Atlanta. Power plant time, okay, brother? Bang! Fuck you, Diamond Dog. I help more people than you do. Bagwell, come see me. I'll help you get off fucking alcohol and drugs. Is he alive still? Bagwell?
Yeah, he's already off. He's already off.
All right, well, if you relapse, Bagwell, come see me, okay? Relapse. You're dead already. I'm sorry, I can't help you. You lost
You
out.
talking about Buff Bagwell?
Yeah, Buff Bagwell, he's got problems like me. Jake the Snake, you see Jake the Snake on AEW? Just left my house
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah,
Left my
Jake
house
the
last
Snake
night.
was at AEW. You look great.
Yeah, I know, he left my house, left my rehab. I had him in the closet for a month. No fentanyl, no nothing. Just fucking tied him up. Nothing. Not even cigarettes, man.
He said I tied him
You
up.
know, Jake Roberts drinks his own piss, right?
Yeah, and he was in my closet. I know he drank something. He's dehydrated. So that's my
Well, I mean,
GPS.
back
Fuck
in when
off.
he was wrestling, he was drinking. He drank his own piss.
Yeah, I mean, I understand he's dehydrated in my closet. He must have done something to stay hydrated, you know? I didn't believe it until I saw it. What the fuck? It's fucking Puerto Rican alley here? I'm fucking trying to get some gas here. I'm Mexican. Move out of the fucking way. Yeah, I'm talking to you, you fucking lowrider. I gotta keep it over here. Alright,
I wonder who's more
Be careful.
Mexican, you
Slow
or
down.
us.
Breathe. J-Log. Breathe.
I'm breathing. Bro, you guys need to fucking know, right now, I'll be Mexican, I'm fucking African American, fucking white Caucasian, I'm tan, Dominican, in summertime. I ain't who I am. Let's see if we start some drama. Let's see if we start some drama here. Let's supposed to run them up with me. I don't want to start some shit. Just because we're live right now, right? Oh, let's get the goal.
Yeah, we're live for the 9th time.
My bad, my bad. You think I'm fucking on fucking coke or something, huh? I'm sure.
Close.
Yep. I'm not. I'm just like, really fucking fired up. Really pissed off. Really pissed off. Really. Kind of breathe. This guy's a little fucking BMW with the button.
Fucking the Bengals are making sure that thing's going over. It's already over, but they're...
Yeah, I talk about this shit, I can back it up. I don't care if I don't back it up, I lose. I'm just really fucking mad right now. Come on, Troy, you got my back? Punch?
What do you guys think? Bob says, what do you guys think of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
It was a good show. It could be funny. Oh, of course.
They liked Whose Line Is It Anyway.
It was mid.
Jade walks. Tell him. What is it? La Riba La Raza. Arriba La Raza.
You fucking
That
said it.
motherfucker said La Riba, La
Oh,
Raza.
what am I on dude? It's looking funny. Where's Barclay? I know Conan. You know Conan? You know Conan. We Twitter each other all the time. Alright, no, for real, I'm gonna leave you guys on live, alright? My car's running and I'm
No,
ready
they
to push
actually,
watermelons.
it's not Twitter anymore, it's X.
I don't like X, but I like X-rated movies. Ask Jake. Ooh.
Yo.
Ew.
Well, you know, I heard X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it
X
to you.
gonna give it to you.
Unfortunately, I couldn't save him.
We gotta
though.
get Schmidt in here.
I couldn't save him.
Schmidt gonna give it to you.
You're a fucking racist Nazi. What are you looking at, motherfucker? You have fucking 4 eyes. I have contacts, so you can't call me 4 eyes.
Sorry, people watching at home. I had to beat this board twice because I had to go back through it to get a secret spell. So I gotta beat this idiot again.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Actually, Punch,
Favorite movie?
Rev, all of it.
What kind of gay question is that?
The
Oh, cause we was in here talking about favorite TV show, the favorite movie.
whatever
Yeah,
the
we were
one
going
where
over
Mel Gibson
sitcoms.
did, whatever the one where Mel Gibson played Jesus Christ.
Oh, Passion of the Christ. He didn't play him, but he wrote it.
I'm fucking around. That wasn't my favorite.
That was a good movie. It was
Never
all
seen
in Aramaic. They spoke
Like, I never
Aramaic
cared
through the
about
whole.
I mean, I probably did.
Yeah, they spoke Aramaic through the whole show. Or the whole movie. You had to read the subtitles.
Reverend, it looks like you might lose this game tonight.
And I'm better than bowling.
Well,
Fatal.
He lost his motherfucker to Joe Burrow. Reverend dragged me down with
Hey, what is that?
Looking up for Fatal.
What is Super Go forward? What is that Super? Punch, what does that Super Gas go for? Where you at? Texas, how much is Super Gas? Super gallon.
Man, fuck his couch.
Super is 303, buddy. Regular is 253, baby.
Man, fuck your couch.
It's fucking $4.
Hey,
So.
I tagged
It's
your
fucking
motherfucking
almost
ass.
6 where I'm at, so I'll take your $4 any day.
Who's that?
Six.
What,
where I'm at.
Wow.
it's like,
they walk, you pay $4 in gas on it, bro?
Yeah, it's Super. Yeah.
it's like
I'm paying
$3 over here,
$5.75
right?
for fucking unleaded, bro. Fucking 87.
How much is-
Regular unleaded, fucking goddamn $5.75.
Wow. Where you at, bro?
California.
Fuck. Wow.
And mine was
I tagged you,
$5.36.
I tagged you on my shit, Fatal.
I know, and I posted and tagged you and another thing said, fuck your couch.
I find fucking all my.
I got my shit. Hold on, let me go check.
I find all my friends' grandmothers and fucking siphon the gas out of their cars.
Boss man, if I had to pick one, and it's just cause it's like it's just cause it's the only movie that I can think of that if it's playing, I'm gonna watch it. Like if it's on, I'm gonna watch it. You know, it's fucking
Gonzo's here.
Damn Cannonball Run, man. Fucking,
I got movies
what
like
an
that.
amazing movie.
Gonzo says Rev could not sound more white than he just did.
Hall pass the movie for the year. Forever. What's up, Griggs?
Like me, like if I come across like Harry Potter, I have to stop and watch. Lord of the Rings, I have to stop and watch.
Well, we're just saying, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Is it Hall
Well, I
pass?
mean,
Griggs,
Being that I've seen every Harry Potter movie at least 10 times, and if it comes on TV, I'll still stop and watch it. It has to be Harry Potter. And it would
I
have
had
to be, like,
higher
the whole
hopes for
series,
Harry
not
Potter.
just-
I thought the last couple movies could have been better with him going.
The
against
last
it.
couple movies could have been way better.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm still a big
The
fan
overall
of the
story's
series.
great. I get it.
Yeah.
They had me. I watched every Harry Potter. I went saw it in the theater. I was so let down
Yeah.
by the last two movies.
Yep.
I
Boss
wanted to
man's
see him
favorite
go
movie.
one-on-one with that fucking bald motherfucker. And that one movie, it seemed like they were just walking around a deserted island
Yeah.
trying to get
Deathly
back.
Hallows Part 1. Deathly
Yeah.
Hallows Part 1 was like that. You know, it was very stale in the fact where you felt like you were watching them running around in the woods away from Death Eaters forever.
And I'm ready to watch Harry do his thing. He's supposed
Yeah.
to be the one.
Right.
You know, Patronus.
Right.
I was ready for that.
You
I was
you
let
Boss
down.
man,
definitely
Hold
felt
on.
like there could have been a lot more action in those
Yeah.
scenes for
Yeah. That's
Boss
what I.
man's
That's where
favorite
I'm at.
movie. Boss man's
Good story,
favorite movie
though.
all time is Airplane.
Airplane was good. I was gonna pick Airplane. Airplane. I like Cannonball Run better than Airplane.
Oh yeah.
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball
was
Run was just
okay.
Cannonball Run or Caddyshack. Those were my two favorite
Caddyshack was great.
go-to damn movies, man.
Rodney
And
Dangerfield.
I
was
love fucking Rodney Danger. And I love damn
great. Bill Murray.
Dom DeLuise.
Bill Murray.
I love Cannonball Run, man. That God Almighty, that movie was funny. That damn Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and Dean Martin in there, and Sammy Davis Jr. And it was an all-star cast movie, man. As far as comedy goes. Other than that, I think probably another movie if it was on, I'd watch it is damn Scarface. I like Scarface.
Yeah. And Bronx
Scarface.
Tale.
Classic.
I'll always watch Bronx Tale.
Yeah. Casino. I love Casino. That was a great movie.
And Godfather. I'll always watch Godfather.
It depends. It depends on which one. If it's part one, yes. If it's part two, nah. If it's part three, no.
Part
Part
2
three
was
was-
great.
I didn't
Part
care
3
for
was boring.
Part two
boring, and I
was-
couldn't follow.
Pretty good.
I'd watch all three of them, but part 1 and 2 are both great. Now, I don't know, Rev, if you were in here, but Schmidt said that who was the director? Was it Coppola? Whoever the director was went back and he put those movies in order, like the scenes are in order. So I guess it must start with the second movie, and instead of it going back and forth, everything is sequential. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, I got you. I never really liked the idea of, doing a movie and then, 5 years, like on part 2, you're doing like the prequel to the movie, because the people are supposed to be younger, but they're older. That's,
I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, I didn't. I just never liked it. I don't know.
But I thought Godfather 2 was a great movie. I couldn't complain about anything in that movie.
Greatest show of all time, Breaking Bad. I think so.
I mean, there could be an argument for that. I don't know
Dude,
if
I've
it's the
tried-
greatest show of all time, but it definitely ranks.
I'd put it.
I tried to
I'd
watch-
be fair. I'd be cool with making Breaking Bad #1. That was a great show.
I've
It
tried
was-
to
I
watch
mean,
that. I've tried to watch that show, and everyone's like, "Just give it time," and I just couldn't get into it.
No, it was the best show ever. It literally hooks you the first episode. Now you're weird, boss man. I don't know. You're a weird guy, so I can see
I mean,
you
you
not
like
liking
fucking
it.
Who's the Boss? Anybody that likes Who's the
Hey.
Boss?
You
I
like
like
what
Who's the
all you
Boss.
eat
He
is
gave me room.
you like.
I mean, maybe
Exactly.
I'll give it another try, because I mean, everyone I know says it's a great show, but I think I
I
was
like
into
Sons
episode.
Anarchy. I thought it was a great show too for a few seasons.
I think I was
All
into
up until they
episode
killed what's
4,
his name.
but episode
Oh,
4 I still wasn't into it.
But Sons of Anarchy was not
Motherfucker.
best of all time, but definitely a great show. Love Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy was okay. I'll tell you another show that I really like that
The
I
Shield.
don't think a lot of people appreciated The Shield
The
was
Shield.
good. Nip Tuck, that was a good show.
I watched.
I don't
Actually, I've seen almost every episode of Nip Tuck. Didn't love it, but it was all right.
What about
It was a
Oz?
good show. I liked it.
It was good. It was.
I like
I like I said, I didn't overly love it, but I watched a lot of it. I've seen probably almost every episode.
Yeah.
I love the show Suits. I thought Suits was one of the best shows in the
There was
past
always
Well,
girls
10
getting
years.
fucked in that show. I didn't watch Suits. I thought Suits was kind of tacky.
You guys
Nah,
ever
dude,
see
you-
Oz?
I wasn't
You gotta
watching
stick with it.
TV by then.
You got to
Suits
stick
came
with it
out.
for a couple episodes. But yeah, it's a great show.
I can't get
I would
into
put
USA
Breaking Bad in my
shows.
top 10, but like my top 5, like literally the first 3 in any order would be Sons of Anarchy, Lost, and fuck, there was another one too.
Sesame Street. Sesame Street. Just saying.
No,
Sesame
fuck
Street.
no, not Sesame Street.
Come on, don't
I
be a
never
pussy.
watched- I
I
never
just
watched
had it on the tip
Lost.
of my tongue and I just forgot.
I never watched Lost, but my uncle
I
recommended
didn't like
it.
the
He said
end
it's
of
a great-
Lost. Lost ended horribly.
It was
He
definitely a
fucked us off.
horrible ending. But I think they ended it that way because they lost funding. They didn't get cleared for another season.
They
after
lost.
that
They
final
lost complete
season, and
sight of what
wrapped
they were
it up.
doing. That shit turned into a goddamn
They
sci-fi
wrapped it up
experiment.
real quick.
That shit became pretty boss man pretty quick. I did like a lot of Lost. At first I was like, okay. And then I'm like, what the fuck? Then there was like space time travel. The motherfuckers were in an underground lair and weird shit.
All the flashbacks in the last season really got to me. I was like, okay, how can I follow this when everything's
Yeah, yeah. It was time to end it. They just wanted to keep it going no matter what.
I guess Supernatural would have to be in my top 3 too. Cause I
I
like
didn't.
Crowley.
I'm gonna have to maybe try that again. I never gave it a fair try. I gave it like 6 episodes.
Crowley was one of my favorite characters, even though he was a bad guy. Like he was one of my favorite characters in the show.
It had a great story idea though. I like the idea of that show. Don't get me wrong.
Supernatural, just my God, they should
Mermaid
have
loved that
stopped
show.
it. Yeah, they should have ended it freaking after season 5, because it just
Whenever they
went on.
released Lucifer and killed him.
Well, whenever
You said
Sam,
after
whenever
season
Sam
5,
went
didn't
and-
that show go on for like 27 seasons?
Oh yeah,
it went
it's
on
still
for,
going.
for 15. It went on for 15 seasons. The original. Is it
And
back?
They're still writing another season. They're set to come back at the beginning of next year.
Oh my God. Those guys are old,
Dean
man.
was
What are
just
they gonna
taking
do?
some time off to do that movie that he was doing, but I think that movie's wrapped up now. So he's going to be doing another season of Supernatural.
Well,
With some money in their pocket.
Fucking the other guy's doing Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Jaden Atkinson or whatever his name is. Jared Atkinson. I don't know, man. Like it just, oh my God, it just drug on and on. Like, oh no, okay, now they're fighting mythical Leviathan creatures. And then after that, okay, now they're fighting Crowley again.
Mythical Leviathan creatures.
Yeah, no, literally. And then
Now
it was
that-
archangels, and then it was fucking, like
Metatron
Yeah, it
and
was
Metatron and how many different varieties of demons are there? There's Knights
why
of
did we have
Hell.
to turn all the angels against each other? That's what I want to know. Heaven's supposed to be this fucking, glorified fucking place, but yet we got angels fighting each other.
And then we get God, and God comes back, and God has an evil sister, and then we fight God's evil sister, and then after that, then we go back to fighting demons. And I mean, how do you, where do you stop at this point? I mean,
I think they
once
try
you
to hit.
beat-
I think they try to get to like every big, biblical. I guess what you would view as.
No,
a
I mean
demon,
it was
guess,
just one of those shows that was like, hey, they want more and more and more, and they're just running out of freaking ideas.
A football question.
it-
Football question. How likely is it that Belichick goes to the Chargers? That's the rumor now.
I don't think that's very likely. I think Belichick's going to retire in New England. I would think. He just
Well-
got done winning their 300th game as him as a head coach. Like,
Yeah, but they're saying the owner's not happy, and might be willing to trade him to another team.
I
for
mean, it would be up to
compensation.
Belichick, I would say. You know, if the owners want to trade him that bad, it would be up to Belichick. You know, Belichick has done so much in his career and made so much money and so many championships that if he didn't
Well,
want to be traded, he would just quit, you know?
he wants to. No, he's not going to quit. He wants to beat Don Shula's record.
Well,
That's
I mean, is he going to be able to beat that over in LA?
he only has 17 games, I think, to go or something like that. But his record's tainted. I mean, they cheated. And it's just
A lot of bad publicity behind that.
well, Don Shula, Don Shula has 328 wins. Shula, one of their coaches went up to the press box at a, I'm not sure if it was in Miami or where it was, and a team that they were going to play had left or had thrown their plays away in the trash can, and the trash can had never been emptied. So he brought them to
Whoa.
Shula. He goes, "Hey,
He's
look, we
playing
have
the
their
game I was
plays."
playing. 8-Bit Eric's playing
And-
the game I was playing on stream yesterday.
And Shula said, "Throw it away. We're not that kind of team. We don't want to know. We're gonna win. We're gonna win the right way."
This last weekend. What's up, Zombie? I have not gotten to do it yet.
Yeah. So Belichick is 300. He's got 28 games to go. That's
I can't believe he's playing the same
that's
game.
crazy.
I wasn't in town this last week, and I was busy. the
That's
weekend
probably. I mean, if they
going
went
out, so-
10,
and also, I don't
and
know if you
7,
noticed, I've been kind of
that's
taking a small,
almost 3 years he'd have to coach.
like hiatus.
But the Chargers, dude, they're loaded.
What's up,
They
Sir
just
Joseph
can't get
Benson?
it done. I don't understand it. It's just the curse of the chokers.
Anything can happen. They got the Cubs. They got the Rangers.
What were they? They were up like 27-0 at halftime against Jacksonville a couple years ago. Lost the game.
What's worse, that or the Colts last year against the Vikings? Up
Yeah.
5-0 or some shit, 35-3,
Whoa!
Yeah.
and they let
Get
go
over
back.
there.
And you know,
Beach Bowl 2 happened
Manny
Not
Ice
officially.
was traumatized.
because
Super
people
Bowl all
fucking-
over again.
I'll hardly
Yeah.
get a hold
Sometimes
of
I like, cause I never watched that Super Bowl. I like to watch like the highlights.
We
You didn't watch that Super Bowl?
They were up 28.
Oh man, yeah, that was
I didn't care for either team.
Thursday.
my
Yeah,
cousin. I was at my cousin's house. He kept saying before the games, like, "Yeah, Falcons are gonna win. I know. I just feel it." And he was all bragging when it was 28-0.
No, Zombie,
I go, dude. I kept saying, "Do not count the Patriots out." He's like, "Oh, there's no
I haven't
way."
even gotten to watch it.
I mean, it's 28-0 in what, like 9 minutes? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
In
Chris
like
Chan's
9
been
minutes in the
fucking
third,
crushing it.
and they came a little bit
They've
back.
been going live to fucking.
You should
Brady
know-
had
you know what-
Brady had a great second half, man. Just,
You should watch
What's
the
up, Albert?
one
See
where all these fucking Falcon fans were like at this club or theater watching the game from there, eating.
oh, I've seen that.
laughing.
Yeah.
And then they were over there like cheering and high fiving and shit in the
Chris
first
Chan's been
half, and
fucking
then the
crushing
second
it
half they were just all quiet and
Yeah.
staring at the TV. And by the end of it, the motherfuckers were like all shocked.
You need to go back and watch the Super Bowl that was played in 1973. Not the 73 season, the 72 season. But the Super Bowl in 73. It was the greatest game ever. the Miami Dolphins finished off a perfect year. The only team to ever go undefeated. Man, it was awesome, dude. Awesome.
That shit was garbage.
Let me let the dogs out and put the.
The only team to
That
ever go
shit-
undefeated, Punch. I mean, come on.
Every time when I watch that
I know
shit,
Riggs made a
it
video,
just makes
but
me want
for
to take
sure,
a shit. Like, come on, bro.
Bam was charging to meet him, so I didn't want to do that.
Is Rev still in here?
Riggs waiting until after line. I don't know. That was still a pretty cool video. I
No.
unfortunately
You have to go see
have,
after that one.
I didn't leave my table, and I didn't want to pay to meet Bam, even though that would have been cool. I didn't get to see him.
He must be
outside of
delivering.
the line out.
Says he's still in here, but
It must be on a delivery.
I only saw him when he was inside of his room, like inside of the autograph.
would you end up betting on the game tonight, Punch?
Bam charging to meet him. Well, most
I
quote
went with
unquote.
Red on that.
Oh damn, y'all went with the Bengals, didn't you?
Well, I felt like, you know, I owed him one, so he rolled with me with the Bills. But, I mean,
minimum guarantees.
oh fuck.
That's why they
At
charge.
least my team was the favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Like if it's a voice actor or celebrity,
I have a feeling, Punch.
or anybody like
That's
that.
Fatal.
they have a public
The
Fatal.
only
I
thing
think
that I
it was.
knew was going to happen was they were both going to score at least 20 points. So I felt comfortable with the over on that.
Well, actually, it was that other quarterback. I mean, the Ravens were doing all the point scoring, I thought.
Yeah, the Ravens ended up scoring all the points, but you know, the Bengals still scored 20 by the end of the game.
I'll have to go back and listen, Fatal, but I think it was Monday you started making all your bets.
Yeah, well, it was
And
like Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Holy
thought it
shit,
was Monday.
Puncho, can you hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
So our boy, the nerd, I can't believe this, and I did not have this planned, and I did not see these videos first. The nerd just put a video out of him playing Prison City.
Oh, fuck.
It's
Well,
not a Cinemassacre review, but it's Neighbor Nerds, and 8-Bit Eric's playing the game right now too. It's crazy, and I played it yesterday. That's
whatever
fucked up
day it
that-
was, Fatal.
maybe they'll like it,
It was
or
Tuesday.
maybe they'll understand it.
I said the Ravens would win, and these guys don't believe it.
Yeah, I had a feeling the Ravens were going to win, but I wasn't sure. And I went and looked at their scores from the previous week, and I was like, well,
Postman didn't
I
tell
feel safe
anybody
going
the
over.
Ravens were going to win.
Yeah, I did. I said I would have to look at the injury report, but on the surface, I would take the Ravens. And then tonight, before the game had already started, I wasn't watching it. I didn't know the score, and I said the same thing.
Yeah, I think you did say that because I think that's when I said that
Yeah.
I still don't feel safe taking.
There you go, Punch.
And I think that's when I decided just to go with the over on it.
Bossman's still full of shit.
You're lucky I retired, else I'd be like 20-0 right now.
I wouldn't go that
I
far.
don't even know what if I'm up or down.
Hey, I'm undefeated, Fatal.
I'm up going into the weekend, only $5, but I'm up. I'm out of my hole.
I don't know if I'm in the hole or what.
Like, I'll take it.
So you guys don't think if Belichick is released, he would go to the Chokers? I just think
I don't
that.
think so. I think he would pick a better team, you know.
But see, the thing is, on paper, they're like one of the best teams in the league. They just can't get it done. And I think he would bring the discipline to that team where they could win.
He's been with New England for so long. You got to imagine he has a house there, so he couldn't really pick anything too far out. He would have to move after years, you know.
That doesn't matter. He would keep his house and just get a house in L.A.
I mean, yeah, sure, but then you got two houses, and you got to be out of town all the time, and fucking.
They don't care about that.
I don't know. You know, Belichick's getting up there in age, man. He might care about that shit. We don't know that.
We're
He
gonna
wants
bubble.
that. He wants that
He
record. He
might
wants to
care
win.
about being around his kids and his grandkids, you know?
He wants to win
If he has any.
29 more games.
If he wants to win 29 more games, he needs to talk the owner into actually putting some goddamn beef behind that goddamn roster, and he could stay in New England and get those 28 wins.
No, hold on, dude. That's Belichick's fault. He's the general manager. His
Yeah, but
drafts.
he's got a
No, hold
salary
on.
cap
Hold on.
made by the owners.
Well, that's every team. But his
I'd like to see what his
drafts.
salary cap is compared to other teams, you know?
It's all the same. Everyone's got the same salary cap. It doesn't go by team.
But
It goes
some
the
teams
league.
spend less.
Yeah, they spend less. But
And Patriots are
Belichick's
one of them.
drafts, if you look at Belichick's drafts, they've been horrible. He doesn't draft well.
Because they're
When-
usually
when-
drafting late in the fucking round.
But still, a lot of people draft late in the round and they get a hit. He just people scratch their heads at his drafts. He doesn't draft very well.
Maybe he's got the classic Vince McMahon syndrome. He just don't have it anymore.
I don't know.
I'll fuck with y'all tomorrow.
These
All right,
old
Pops.
goats, you know, they turn into
Later.
fucking real big donkeys real quick.
I'm about to end at midnight anyway.
I think there's a website called Over the Cap, and you can see what teams spend. NFL salary cap space. Let's see. Cap space.
I always thought you were the best.
So, like, the 49ers have 40 million in space, but they have 31 in dead money. Let's see what
Say Joseph Bison, thank you very much.
the Patriots have.
Joseph.
Gonzo!
Where are they? Oh, Patriots, they don't have much space. They have 1,857,000. They have 26 million in dead space, in dead cap. Teshy's Browns. It's going to be ugly for them. Not really. They have 33.5 million in cap space, but they have 22 million in dead money. They're spending 196 million. And that could be no, it's not the highest. The Bengals have 211 million. Chargers 202 million.
What up, Gonzo?
Ganda naman ng na-explain ninyo, our baby. Yung family.
Gosh, the Bengals might have the highest.
Wala siyang, hindi open yung comment section, but just watch it, please. Thank you.
Yeah, Bengals have the highest payroll. And they used to have the lowest. And that guy had them in the Cardinals.
Sir Roy, shout out Sir Roy. Sir Roy,
And they still can't beat the Ravens.
I just can't believe I just can't believe that the 49ers have 40 million in cap space. It's crazy.
Reverend, go to bed? How many minutes on that chicken?
Yeah, I think he did. He just kind of dropped out of the call.
Oh, here we go. But next year, the Niners currently only have 1.5 million, so everything's backloaded. Damn, next year Miami is 23 million over the cap. The Saints are 72 million over. Wow. crazy money, man. These guys are making.
Don't be talking to me like that. You're going out then. Let's go. Come on. You went out? Daisy, you better leave me alone. That chicken's cooking. You don't make me get up to go take that chicken out early. It needs to cook longer.
So Fatal, the salary cap for this year is $224.8 million. And that's up 16.6 million from last year.
Goddamn.
See what happens in 24. It'll be 256 million in 24. $282.25. Wow. So ticket prices keep going up, and TV deals keep going up. And back in the late 60s, Fatal, the linemen were making 7,000 or 8,000 a year.
Goddamn.
And they were getting pummeled, dude. Just the hitting with those helmets they had it was just bad. And teachers back in the late 60s were making 3,000 to 4,000 a year.
Oh shit.
But cost of living was, a lot less.
Tony Khan says he signed one of the best pro wrestlers in the world, but who is it? It's probably a chick.
One of the RNs I used to work with, when she started at our company back in the early 70s.
Hello, Anna Lynn.
She made $225 an hour.
Shout out to Anna Lynn. Thank you, sweetheart. Crazy. Shout out to the very beautiful Anna Lynn. Thank you, sweetheart. I mean, Anna Lynn is smoking hot. It's not even close. Thank you, sweetheart.
Speaking of smoke,
says Osprey or Dolph.
Speaking of smoking hot, man, Boss Man has it.
If it is Osprey, God bless him. But Osprey's contract isn't up yet in Japan. They could sign deals like that. I think he's got to wait for his contract to be up. They think it's Sasha Banks.
I think it is Banks. Because
I wanted to be like, he said he signed one of the best wrestlers in the world. I want to be like, there's no wrestler. It's the best wrestler that's a free agent.
CM Punk. Self-proclaimed.
True. But Tony Khan would look like the biggest embarrassment if that's who he was talking about.
Oh, did you hear the fucking tournament that Khan's coming out with now? There's going to be another fucking title on AEW.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The Continental Championship.
I didn't know that they were bringing out another title. I thought that was
I think it's a championship, but it's called the Continental Classic Tournament.
I didn't know they were putting a belt with it. No, that's news to me. I heard about the tournament.
I think there is a belt. I might be wrong about that, though.
I hate these shills that are, like, protecting it. Like, they're like, really condoning this. Like, oh, this is going to be great. I guess
Continental
I will
Classic
be
going
watching
on
this
right around the
Saturday. I'll,
time.
I'll watch the pay-per-view this Saturday. I guess they did sell 11,000, supposedly.
Yeah, Full Gear is a Saturday. I'll watch it. I ain't got shit else to do.
Yeah, definitely. I'll check that out. I'm curious what's gonna happen. I hope they reveal the devil. This whole devil reveal, it'll be interesting. Cause Tony Khan could easily, I think if he fucks this up, I think a lot of people, I think their numbers are gonna go down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It depends on who he has behind that mask. And right now, he could change it and put anybody he wanted behind that mask. And it's going to depend on who he chooses is if it's going to work, you know?
I
Who he
would,
chooses and the
I would love
story.
it to be Punk, but you know it wouldn't be Punk because why would they have allowed Tony Khan to take Punk off TV for 4 months and your show
Right.
was failing?
Exactly. They wouldn't have allowed that.
Yeah, Gonzo, you're right. Ospreay's under contract till February 2024. So I don't think legally he could sign another deal. So I don't think it's Ospreay. I think Ospreay will give Tony a shot to negotiate. But I think Ospreay's probably looking at Cody Rhodes and going, well, they would probably push me just as much as they would push Cody. So maybe I should get in there. Gonzo says for Monet, it would just make sense because it's LA. Probably is Monet. I mean, who else would he call the best wrestler in the world? Unless there's somebody I don't know who's a free agent. God, she's super smoking.
Where's Schmidt tonight?
I have no idea.
He's on Messenger. I sent him a message. Maybe he's on Jacob Waters. No, he's not streaming.
All right. If you're watching the stream, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got to eat. I just got back from Michigan today and I need to relax. So I'll be back tomorrow.